is up, y'all? Welcome. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to game night here at Heavy Cardboard. Tonight we're busting out Nightmare Cathedral, designed by Wojciech. I practiced this for 10 minutes and I still screwed it up. Designed by Wojciech Kubacki. There we go. Features artwork. I was unfamiliar with the artist, the recently passed, I believe, Polish. He's a famous artist and sculptor. Zdzislaw Beksinski. There we go. And published by Board and Dice. I practiced, but I didn't have it. Yeah, anyway, welcome everybody watching live around the world as well as after the fact. I am your host, Edward. Happy to be joined by a couple friends of mine.
Derek.
Gonzalo.
All right. So, Nightmare Cathedral. Now, obviously, Board and Dice sponsored tonight's playthrough. They are a partner of ours, so certainly appreciate that. Everything that you see tonight is a prototype. This is currently on GameFound, which is the equivalent of Kickstarter. Link down below. I'm sure Rainer will take care of a link in chat as well. Rainer also is a representative of Board and Dice. He's in chat, so if you have any questions about the campaign, certainly direct them in that direction. I don't know if Kira or Ryan will also make it as well. So, like I said, everything here is subject to change from components, artwork, rules, the whole 9 yards. But as it is right now, this is how the rules are. So we're going to do a full teach and play through, or at least most of it on the front end, and then a couple things as we go along. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I wasn't sure what to think about this when it arrived. A, it's a big box. And you can see in the graphic down there, it's thick. It's
heavy.
It's heavy because the cathedral pieces are sizable. They're 3D printed for us. They'll be different for y'all when you get them. But that said, yeah, I'm looking forward to this tonight. Y'all ready to do this?
Yeah.
Hopefully, y'all are ready to do this. Let's go ahead and bust out Nightmare Cathedral. All right. So the theme here is I'm not 100% sure what we are. We are some sort of nightmarish creatures that we control, and our job is to not necessarily be out here controlling the board like you would in an El Grande type area control game, but instead we are trying to complete dreams. So dreams are going to be one of the, I don't know, 5 different places where you're going to get victory points in this game. But I would argue that it's going to be one of the predominant ways that you're going to get victory points. Another way is from devoured souls, and that's when the nightmares come into play in the second half of the game. So I guess that's kind of theme-ish, is these are all really, really scary creatures that we are controlling, trying to, like I said, complete dreams. So what is it y'all are looking at? Well, the board, as you can see, is pretty sizable. It would have probably fit better going sideways, but I wanted to be able to kind of accent the art and be able to show it off to y'all pretty well tonight. So at the top of the board is the actual action spaces. There are 3 night spaces, which are going to be kind of when you're inactive. There's one there, one here, and one there. Then there are 5 active action spaces that you can go to actually take the main actions in the game. There is a round track, and by round track I mean an action track. And what I mean by that is each of these little places, wherever the white disc is, that is the active player. So as you can see, we've already determined our player order. It's going to go clockwise from me playing green, so it goes me, Derek, Gonzalo. Me, Derek, Gonzalo, so on and so forth until we get back to this spot, which is where the round track comes into play, where it's actually going to be played over 3 rounds maximum. And once the marker moves over to the 4th one, that's going to be one of the ways the end of the game is triggered. Then on the main part of the board here are the actual area control, the actual area spaces. So there are 4 corner locations. So as you can see, they are color-coded to the player pieces. We have green, we have blue, we have red, and we have kind of a white-ish color, beige-ish, whitish color down here. Those are where our fortresses are going to be. We're always going to be able to control those spaces. Then connected via, well, dream highways, if you will, there are adjacency. So you're going to be able to move from the various locations out here to the various other locations. In addition to that, here in the center is not an actual action space or any kind of controlled space. This is where we're actually going to be building said Nightmare Cathedral from the pieces over here. As we advance, as we actually complete dreams, we will continue building the Nightmare Cathedral. And when the Nightmare Cathedral is about 90+% complete, the nightmares will then come into play, and that'll trigger the second, or mostly the second half of the game, or really the second third of the final third of the game might be a better way to put it. There is a ritual track down here at the bottom of the board, and that ritual track is going to do a number of things. It's going to score you points, so anytime you see these icons there, that's going to be points, but it's also one potential trigger for the end of the game, but it's also going to convey some sort of bonuses as you go along on some of these places as well. So that's everything that you're looking at here, other than these spots that are covered up. And these covered up spots are for, well, a 4-player game, but as it is, we're playing 3 players, so there, and there are all covered up. Then over in our player areas. So we'll actually take a look at Gonzalo's player area over here. There are 5 action cards that each player starts out with, which correspond, the ritual, the summon, the fortify, the maneuver, and the develop actions correspond to the 5 actions that are out there on the board. Everybody has a little player reference that is going to be for endgame points for your forts that you've built up, which are these pieces here, as well as devoured souls if you know, this is going to be majority scoring, so depending on where you fall majority-wise. He has his followers over here in his hand of card, because right now he only has 1 card, but eventually will be a hand of cards as well. Then there are the dream cards, as I mentioned there. There are development cards, which is where our hand of cards is going to come from. And then there are going to be the shadow combat deck. And that is whenever you're fighting the shadow pieces. The shadow pieces are the Grey Dudes out here. All right, these are terrifying things, well, from nightmares. And we'll zoom in on the sculpts on this at some point. Hopefully y'all remind me to do that by the end, and we'll show off the nightmares that we have, and there's a bunch that are off camera over there as well. So that's everything to this game, except there is another deck of development cards. These are the level 2s. There is a level 2, if you will, or once we hit the second third or the final third, there is the shadow conflict deck, and then there are better, faster, stronger dreams as well, which more points, harder to do, etc., etc. All right, so that's everything you're looking at. But how the hell do you play Nightmare Cathedral? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let's go and get into it, shall we? The game takes place over an indeterminate number of turns. Why? Because the game can be triggered 3 different ways. As I mentioned earlier, at the end of the 3rd round, or if you will, when the marker moves down here to the 4th spot, that's going to be one of the triggers of the game. A second way the game's going to end is with the nightmares. When the nightmares come out, once that comes out there, then there's a number on our nightmares. And because we're playing 3 players, that number is 15 souls, meaning 14 pieces, little pieces here. When they are devoured or taken out of the game by the nightmares, then that's going to be a trigger for the end of the game. And the third way that it could end is if a player reaches 1 of their 2 markers on the final spot of the ritual track. Notice that every player has 2 markers, so if any 1 marker makes it there, that'll trigger the end of the game. We take a same number of turns unless, well, if the game ends on that, we end immediately. Otherwise, we take same number of turns, and then we go into final scoring. So, on your turn, you are going to do 8 steps. All right? So wherever your dreamer is, which is your cool little sculpt right here for the different colors for the players, and we just put them out there randomly for examples to begin with. When you go, when it's your turn, you are going to choose any action space of the 5 in the light that is not currently adjacent to your dreamer. So adjacency for both purple and green. We got that, and that. All of those are adjacent, ergo can only choose the ritual action or the develop action when it's my turn. If, however, go ahead, there we go. If I were there, I'm only adjacent to those 2 spots, so I could choose any of those. Does that make sense? So step 1, move your dreamer somewhere that's not adjacent to you of any of the 5 action spots. Then you're actually going to perform the action. That's the meat of the game, which is performing the action. That has to do with the 5 cards, and I'll go over those in detail here in a minute. Then after that, everybody will have a hand of no more than 2 dream cards. You are allowed to discard any unwanted dream cards. So, hey, I'm not really going to be able to complete that. You bury it to the bottom of the deck. 1 or both or none, as it were. You can choose any of the 3 face up, or you can choose mystery meat on top. Those happen 1 at a time. So if I have no cards in my hand, I get to draw back up to 2 cards. I can take one of these, it immediately refills, and then I can choose, again, face up or mystery meat. Okay? So after I have discarded, I draw dream cards. Then you have a hand limit of 8 development cards. Now, one of these development cards is actually going to be a basic combat card, and I'll show you all that. The basic combat card here says, after you use this card in combat, return it to your hand. In other words, you're never going to, this is going to be like luggage. You are never going to be able to get rid of this card, so this is always going to be one of your 8. But if you have more cards in your hand, discard down to 8. Okay, easy enough on that. After you've done that, then you do end of turn effects. Some of these dream cards are going to say, hey, at the end of a player's turn. Okay, that would be now in that case. And then players can respond to what it is you do, depending on whether they are adjacent to you or not adjacent to you. And then they will either what's called conform or dissent. So a bonus, piggyback actions, if you will. Then after that, once you have taken a given action, so for instance, if I chose that, I then move wherever the arrow directs me to go, and the arrow for the left space there, you'll see, shows, move it over, there we go, there, I would go to that night space right there. So in other words, if you go to these, you're going to go there. If you go to this spot, you're going to go there. If you go to either of those, you're going to end up there. And remember, for the next turn, you can't go adjacent, yada, yada, yada. Okay, then after that, we're going to move the action marker to the next player. They're going to take those 8 steps, rinse and repeat. Now, it sounds like a lot, and it sounds like it's going to take a while, but it doesn't go nearly, or take nearly as long as you might think it would take. So, now that we've gone over the 8 available, or actions, now or 8 steps to a turn, I should say. So, first things first. Move your dreamer. The first thing we're going to talk about is the summon action. The summon action, right there, as you can see, is, hey, that's how I go ahead and get dudes on the board, right? Because area majority, area control game, there's going to be some of that. So let's go ahead and look at the starting summon card. And we're going to go over all these 5 because this is the key to the game. So it has a matching icon in the top left-hand corner, as you can see, and then you do what it says. So each of your forts produces 2 units. Well, you have a supply of followers or units. Notice the big heads, little alien looking dudes. There we go. So each of your forts, each of these pieces, as you can see here, comes apart, and that's a fort, wherever you have forts out here. So wherever you have a fort, it produces 2. As it is, I only have a fort down here. It's actually a fortress down here in the bottom right-hand corner of the board. So I could place up to 2 units. I say up to 2 units because there is a unit limit. A unit limit, meaning per space, you can have a total of 3 dudes. There are cards that can change that, but as a baseline, 3 dudes. Also, your fort can be 3 high. So for instance, I could theoretically be able to build up any of my fort spaces 3 high, like you see here, which will score me points at the end of the game, as well as help me out during the game. So that is the main part of your summon action. The other thing is each marked area produces 1. Now note that it says not each of your marked areas or anything like that. It just says marked areas. So if you take a look at where the active action for the player, that is the cow skull icon. So anywhere there is a cow skull icon on the board, so for instance, there will produce a unit. There will produce a unit. There will produce a unit. Whoever dominates or controls that area. So let's go ahead and talk about what that is. So domination is actually really, really simple. I'm going to use the terms domination or control synonymously. They mean the same thing. If it's empty, the shadows control it, theoretically. Okay? Mm-hmm. Then, whoever has the most pieces there dominates, controls it. So in that case, I dominate it. Mm-hmm. Or, if it were, let's go ahead and move this up to that. If you take a look at this space here, forts trump everything. So in other words, even though Gonzalo has no units here, he has a fort, he dominates. Mm. If it were, it doesn't matter the number of units on the board. Mm. Forts trump everything. If the fort wasn't there, I would dominate it. Mm-hmm. And if tied, nobody dominates it. Okay, pretty simple on that, okay? So, whoever dominates a given area is going to produce a unit in the marked area. If it's empty, the shadows. So we're going to add a shadow to that area. Shadow being the AI or the game's bad guys. But as it is, say I would be able to produce one of there because I dominate it or control it. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay? That's a summon action. Now's a good time to talk about, in step 6, I had mentioned conform and dissent. What this means is if you were directly adjacent to the active player's dreamer up there on the action track, then you get to conform or dissent, your choice. Or I guess theoretically you could pass, but you probably want stuff. So that's good. So if you're adjacent, you can do either. If you're not adjacent, you can only dissent or pass. So in our example that we have up here, you'll note that active player is taking that action. So therefore, Derek is adjacent, so he's always going to be in the night space, so his choice to conform or dissent, whereas Gonzalo is way over yonder, he can only dissent or pass. Pretty simple on that, right? Okay, good. We can move on. So that's the summoning action, and I guess I could touch on one of your forts produces 2. If you conform, if you dissent, climb a step on the ritual track. We'll cover that in a minute. All right, the next action that we're going to talk about is the fortify action. Fortify action is how you're going to get forts out on the board. So spend 1 or 3 of your followers to build 1 or 2 fort levels in areas that you control. Control, dominate, so on and so forth. So spending followers. What's that mean? Pretty simple. Here, I dominate here. I have 3 there. So I could either remove 1 of these back to my supply, or I could remove all 3 of these, and if I choose to remove all 3 of these, I get to put out 2 levels of a fort. The reason this is beneficial is, I mentioned, it's going to score you points at the end of the game if they're level 2 or level 3, but it's also going to help you defend that area a little bit more to be able to absorb more damage whenever there's conflicts. So that is the main part of the fortify. And also note, it says unit limit 3. It's a prototype, so my guess is that unit limit 3 will probably make its way over to the summon card. I digress. So conform or dissent, draw a card, or play an upgrade. We'll talk about that more in a little bit, but those are both good things, okay? Or dissent, spend 2 of your followers to build a fort level in an area under your control, or if you don't want to do that, draw a card. Or pass. You would never pass up drawing a card, so there you go. All right, pretty straightforward so far, I think, those 2 things. So now, let's go ahead and talk about performing a ritual. That is the 3rd action. So it says, climb on the ritual track. All right, climb 1 step on a gray or blue space before you start or after you're finished spending followers and units in limbo. All right, and then spend followers and units in limbo to climb steps on those 3 things. What the heck is that? Well, I mentioned down here at the bottom is the ritual track there. And I'm going to go ahead and show my units, let's go ahead and say I have stuff like this. The first thing the card said is you can climb either before you start or after. So, as it were, let's say I go ahead and say I want to start 1 there. So that's free to go ahead and climb that. But after that, I have to spend 1 follower in any marked area that matches an icon or all the icons to be able to advance to that step. So to advance to the half moon spot, I would have to have a follower on a half moon spot somewhere out here on the board, like so. And to do that, spend it. Okay, there, I spent it. Then that moves back there. And I can continue going as high as I can as long as I have followers out here on the board to spend via a ritual sacrifice. So, whenever you want to move into any of these spaces, you must spend 1 in each of these to be able to advance to that spot. So if you notice, this area right here happens to have those 2 icons. So I would have to spend 1 there and 1 there to be able to advance onto that spot. When you do so, you then can do whatever one of the universal slash of or, one of those things. Move, get 3 movement points. We'll talk about that more in a little bit. Or control a nightmare. That's not going to come into play until that final third of the game. But anyway, then you can continue moving. Oh, here I can spend another follower there, back to the supply, yada, yada, yada. And it mentioned limbo. Well, if we zoom out a little bit, welcome to limbo. Limbo happens whenever there are conflict casualties. Whenever you lose dudes out here from conflict, they're going to go out there. Now that you could bring them directly back from here into your supply, but it's better to put them out here because you might be able to spend them to be able to move up the ritual track. So let's go ahead and say we were actually back here for the ritual track. Instead of spending a follower off the board for both of those, I can spend any or 3 here in limbo to just move up to either a blue or a gray. That last bit that I said, spending followers here, does not apply for the 2 red spaces. In other words, to get to the red spaces, you have to spend 3 followers from the board, one of each that is in each of those locations per step. And remember, that triggers the end of the game. Okay, so I could do that. Then let's say I don't have any followers there left. So now I'll go ahead and spend these 3. Again, these come back to your supply. So those go back into there. And then afterwards, you know, it advances another step. So you can just keep rocking and rolling. And you can either move 1 disc or both discs. You can alternate however you want to move it. You want to not bother with that disc and race that one up there and trigger the end of the game early, you can do that. If you want to try and get a bunch of points, because remember, these are points, you can do that however you want, follow your heart. But that is, at its core, the ritual track. So let me go over what these icons are. 3 movement points, or control a nightmare. Score a point. Build 1 fort level in any location that you control. So it's either a new one or add to existing up to the max level of 3, or control a nightmare. This is, you get to move your, I can't think of his name. Shaper, sorry. Yep. You get to move your shaper and then convert a follower. More on that. Movement, nightmare. Put 2 followers out, anywhere out on the board that you want, and then score points. But that, at a nutshell, is performing the ritual right there. Okay? And then conform, climb a step on the ritual track. That's for free. Okay? And note, you can climb a step before or after you're done sacrificing your followers. So remember, you could save that, but you can't do it in between. If you start it and then you start paying, you can't then say, oh, I want to do this and then keep paying. No, start or end. And finally, descent, draw a card. So those are the first 3 main actions up there on the available spaces. The first 2, or the ritual and the summon, will put you over there. The fortify will put you there. And then the last 2 actions here are maneuver and develop. And we're actually going to talk about these right to left, because honestly, it's just easier that way. Plus, it will make a little bit more sense. So we're going to talk about develop first. So develop says play up to 2 cards. A maximum of 1 of these may be an upgrade, then draw a card. All right. So let's say this is my hand of cards. This is my hand of cards. There are 2 types. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. There are 2 different types of cards. There are ploys and there are upgrades. All right. Now, your basic combat is pretty simple. This card, again, luggage card, stays in your hand. So we've already covered that. We don't need to talk about that anymore. It's like Bruno. So if you do an upgrade, which you are allowed to upgrade 1 thing, you can play 1 of these. Basically, make 1 of the 5 actions out here better. Pretty simple, okay? So instead of that develop now is that. You literally put it on top. Play up to 3 cards, da-da-da-da. Important note, these develops are not all identical. They tend to be either better in the main action or better in the conform or in descent. So when you get it, you don't necessarily say, oh, I'm going to, yeah, you may not want to. But you can play up to 2 cards, so I could theoretically go ahead and do that so that the next time I take a develop action, or when somebody else takes a develop and I get to conform or descent, I now get to do that. Or I could play 1 of these for the main action right here written out there, okay? And they're all pretty straightforward and pretty self-explanatory as to what you can do on these ploy cards. They're all one-time use, and they're multi-use cards, meaning you're either going to do it for what it says right there or for its combat effects when there's combat, but we don't need to worry about that right now. And once you play it, you discard it into the discard. Pretty simple. But as it is, play up to 2 cards, a maximum of 1, upgrade, and then draw, put it back into your hand. And by the way, there's no reason you would ever play your basic combat for a action like that.
Correct.
There's just no reason for it. And then conform and descent, play a card, not an upgrade, draw a card. Okay, easy enough. Any questions on that? No? Good, moving on. Maneuver. And this is one of the core things along with the performing ritual. And the reason I say that is this is where almost all the conflict is going to come from, okay? So, this says receive 4 movement points, okay? Then, perform a conversion in your shaper's area. We'll talk about all these. And then resolve 3 conflicts. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about these. So, we have a couple of situations out here. First off, movement. Movement is always adjacent, 1 piece to 1 piece. Or, so literally, our shaper, that's 1. Okay, easy enough. That's another. That's cool, that's 2. However, there's sticky units. And what I mean by sticky units is you can never move through an opposing piece. So you see this shaper, or this shadow right there. And let's say I had one of my dudes right there. What I could do is this. That's 1. I cannot move him because he's stuck there. Okay, they're sticky units, okay? What I could do is, 2, oh, he's stuck there, okay, and then 3, and that's 4 movement like so. Okay, pretty straightforward. So sticky units, can't move through. Once you move into a space, that's it. All right, so that is movement points. After that, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area. Okay, what's that mean? Well, this piece here is a shaper with wings, terrifying little thing of dreams. Wherever he is, you can convert any one player's piece to yours. So I could choose to convert one of the shadows, one of the neutral players, one. And what's that look like? This goes back to the supply, and it now became mine. It reshaped into mine. Or I could take Gonzalo's, do the exact same thing. And again, because it's from the shaper, it does not come down here. It goes back into the supply there. Okay? Easy enough on that.
Yep.
So the third thing is resolve 3 conflicts. Okay. So now, it is an area majority game, so there is going to be conflict, but conflict's really simple in this game. There's 2 different types. There's PvE and PvP.
That's it.
Okay, if you're familiar with video games. So PvE is basically against the AI. Okay, so I'll go ahead and walk through what that looks like first. You get you were allowed to play one card per unit that you have out there. Maximum. Okay? Oh, yeah, and I guess I should point out, the shaper never gets stuck. The shaper is not a sticky unit or isn't held by units. So even though he could go 1, 2, 3, like that, so on and so forth. Whereas the rest. All right, I digress. Getting back to combat. You can play one card per unit that you have out in a given area, and I should say, one for a fort if you're having combat in that. So if you notice up here, Gonzalo, if he's in combat, would draw 2 cards because he has a fort, or I'm sorry, would be able to play a maximum of 2 cards. But it's always a maximum of. Regardless of fort level, you get to play 1 card for that fort, okay?
Yep.
But talking about this, I can play cards. Now, when I choose to play cards, I mean, that one's coming back into my hand anyways, and the only thing that matters is the bottom. The bottom is going to have 2 icons. Offense, defense. Pretty simple. So I could play 3 cards, but maybe I don't want to play this card because, you know, hey, it's strong, but I really want to be able to use it and upgrade. So maybe I just choose to do something like that. And then whoever the active player is, whoever is dominant, I should say, or controls the area, plays cards first. Well, I control, and versus the AI, you always play cards first. So I play these 2 cards there, and then we draw the top card from the deck of the shadow deck, and we flip it over. Okay, how many units are there? 1, 2, 3, because there's a max of 3 units.
That's right.
Right, per player, even though it's an AI. So he has 1 unit. He has 1 attack, 1 in defense. This is all simultaneous combat. So I block his attack. He blocks 1 of my attacks, so 2 of mine get through, means 2 of these die, if there were 2. There's only 1, it goes into limbo.
Yep.
Easy enough. If I did not, let's say I did not play that card, and it were just this, then he would die because, oh no, I'm sorry, hold on. He would not die, I apologize. I would die, 1 of mine, and he would block mine. And it would end up like this. Here's the cool thing. I still win because I still dominate.
Yep.
And dominate, hierarchy, fort, most units, or if tied. So if it were something like that, then I get to decide, did I win or did I lose? Okay. Well, that all depends on what I want, whether I want victory or whether I want defeat. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So then whenever you resolve this, you do whatever it says. You can play an upgrade card or draw a card. Or if you get defeated, add up to 2 shadows to any single adjacent area. Well, adjacent, pretty straightforward. I could add 2 shadows here, or maybe more likely 2 there from the supply. And then that card goes into discard or the bottom of the deck, whichever you prefer, that's fine. And boom, done. That's combat PvE, if you will, style. Now, PvP combat, however, similar, but different. Now, when you choose combat, if I am the active player, combat is either against a player and against a unit, okay? Okay, I'll look at that later, Rainer, thanks. It's either against another player or against the AI. So I could choose to fight against Gonzalo, I could choose to fight against the AI, or as a conflict I can be like, hey Rainer, you get to fight the AI. I get to dictate. And why do I get to dictate? Because it is my maneuver action and it says resolve 3 conflicts. You must resolve 3 conflicts if there are 3 conflicts available on the board, okay? You don't have to signify what these are going to be ahead of time. You can just say, we're going to do this one. And then if there's still units out here on the board, I can say this one. And if there's still units that are still there, I could say this one again if I want, okay? So that said, PvP, meaning player versus player. Whoever dominates plays first. So if it were me versus Gonzalo, even though I'm the active player, he dominates. Why? Because he has a fort. So Gonzalo, let's say he plays he says, I'm only going to play 1 card, even though he could play 2. And I see that and I say, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and play 2 cards like that. Then once everyone's done, then very similar, read 'em and weep. So Gonzalo, he didn't mind losing it. He's like, whatever, I'll just play the card that's going to come back in my hand because I want to use those cards for something else maybe. So in this case, 1 damage is absorbed by me, 3 damage, none. So here's the order of casualties. Units come off the board first. Units come down into limbo. Then, if there's any more damage, for every damage not absorbed by units, in other words, by followers, 1 level of a fort goes away. So if there were, say, 3 levels of a fort, and there's 2 damage still accounted for, 2 of them would come down, and it would still leave the fort. If that were the case, I still didn't win, because he dominates. But as it is, that would come off the board, that would go back into his supply, and then, oh, I dominate, I won. If there are any units left for both players, 1 player has to bug out. And what I mean by that is 1 player has to retreat somewhere. The options of retreat are anywhere you dominate, anywhere you have a presence, or empty areas. So, if it were, say, something like this, and for somehow, some way, it ended up along the lines of this, even though I have units, I can't go there, I don't have units, I don't dominate, same, because his fort, same, they're dead, they go there.
Oh, wow. So if they have no
escape route, they're done. That makes sense? Pretty simple, though. It really is really simple in that regard. So that's combat. So resolving the conflicts, it's 3 of them, and you choose as the active player. Nobody can say no. Sorry about that. More often than not, you really don't mind having combat. It's not punitive in any way. Then afterwards, conform, dissent, and step 6. So those are the 5 actions that you can take on your turn. So now that I've gone over all of those, let me go ahead and recap the 8 steps for your turn. Okay? So move your dreamer to anything that isn't adjacent, then take the action. Or in lieu of taking any of those 5 actions, you still move to the spot, and you can instead draw 2 cards if you wish. That does not keep your opponents from consenting or dissenting.
They still do
or
that.
Conforming and dissenting. They still will do that, even if you just drew 2 cards. Then after that, let's go ahead and talk about dream cards, because we haven't talked about those at all. Okay? So the dream cards out here, there are 2 different types. There are anytime, and there are at the end of a player's turn. Okay? Anytime is wait for it. Anytime. So if you meet whatever the bottom says, or whatever the verbiage says, you can play it at any time and score that amount of points at the end of the game. Pretty simple. There's no score track in this game. It's just count points at the end of the game. However, if there is a cathedral icon, what's going to happen then is we're going to build the cathedral. So these dream cards, you can play these anytime. You're going to have a hand of maximum of 2 at any given time. So if you play these, you play them. If you can complete them, you play them, and then tuck them down somewhere, and you'll score them at the end of the game. So if you have any dream cards in your hand that you don't want, you discard them, and then you draw back up to 2 cards. Again, draw 1 at a time, either from those or from Mystery Meat. Refill that spot, and then draw again until you have a hand of 2 cards. Then after that, you're going to discard down 8 development cards. Then end of turn effects. End of turn effects mean any of these that you have. Now note, you already have discarded and or drew new dream cards. So you have a hand of 2 cards. If you play any of these, you don't draw again until you get back to your draw step, which is actually step 4 of your turn. So keep that in mind. You're not going to keep drawing cards, playing cards, drawing cards, but no. You're going to draw 2 cards in step 4, and then you can complete them at any time if they're any time, or at the end of at the end of your turn. Does that make sense? I'm kind of beating that over the head because that can be a little confusing to people. But, I qualify for this, and it says anytime I can play it. Yes, but then you're not going to draw more cards to replace it until your next turn.
Yep.
So, whenever you have something that says at the end of the player's turn, okay, cool. But let's go ahead and talk about that cathedral now. So that cathedral icon, there can be one or possibly two cathedral icons. If so, then the cathedral track's going to come into play, and we're going to start building the Nightmare Cathedral. So, we've already built the spot that's right down here. 3 or more. What happens? You literally take this out and put it out here on the main board and build up the cathedral. It's 3 stories high. It's pretty cool. You guys will see that as we go. And if there is any icon over here, you resolve it, and we'll cover those here momentarily. Okay, now seems good. So, produce a unit anywhere you dominate. Okay? This is move your shaper 1 space. That is climb 1 step on the ritual track. Sorry, I had to double check. This is put out a shadow on every empty area. Okay, again, ritual track. Pause the game and go into phase 2. Here's the gist of it. Bring out new decks, incorporate them, stuff like that. I'll go over that in detail when we get there. I don't think we need to cover that anymore. And then once this is complete, Nightmares come out, the whole 9 yards. Okay, cool. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
that's dream phase, or those are, I should say, the dream cards. And when cathedral icons are played,
We start building.
you start building.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Also, after the end, step 6, which is at the end of your turn, that's when players can conform or dissent, meaning do their bonus stuff as well. Then move your dreamer to the night space, move the turn marker, rinse and repeat. Do that until the end of the game. At the end of the game, again, time marker meets 4. Somebody makes it to the end of that, or Nightmares have devoured a certain number of followers. You'll see that once the cathedral's built. Then we're going to score 5 different things. Score points that you've qualified for on the ritual track. Score points for your fort levels, which are the verticality of your forts. Then after that, devoured units. Now, the AI can score, not really score, but keep you from scoring. So theoretically, the AI could be first.
It could.
And I have the most of the other players, and I score 5. Or if tied, add and divide. Okay?
Okay.
And then after that, any upgrades that you have to any of these cards out here, level 2s score you points. And then where a lot of your points are going to come from are dream cards. Whoever has the most points wins. And that is how you play Nightmare Cathedral.
Sweet.
Okay. And also Rainer sent me a message that clarification on a couple things. So let me look at that, and then we will go through our setup and reset up the board here. Oh, yeah. I think that's a bigger deal to you. I think that's clear without having to explain it, Rainer. What he was saying is, let's say it were this. This is the point, the clarification he's making. Whenever somebody plays the fortify action, you can spend 3 of your follows to build 2 levels of a fort. Gonzalo dominates this area. He can spend these, right? He still dominates it for the moment it takes him to reach over and grab his fort pieces and put them down there. He still dominates it because fort trumps everything else, right? Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty clear.
Without followers being there.
Yeah, he still dominates it.
It is a little
Doesn't matter.
different than a lot of
Right.
games.
All right, so now let's go ahead and go through what the setup is. Knew I was going to forget where I put it. There we go. Did y'all see any questions in the peanut gallery?
I haven't seen anything from what
Nope.
I heard. so
Okay,
far.
good. All right, awesome. Here we go. Step 11 in setup. Draw cards from the deck until the first upgrade card's revealed, then give that player to the first player, or that card to the first player. So we'll shuffle these up real quick, okay? So, I also have to, let's see, where's my basic? I need to put those back in there. We'll just throw those in there. And then,
We have our basics. And
all right. So, we reveal cards, and that's going to be, every player starts with one thing upgraded. So, All right, so my ritual starts upgraded. Derek's summon starts upgraded.
Thanks. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Here we go.
And your summon, is it the same summon? I'm curious.
Let's see. My descent is 1 step.
My descent is clean 1 step.
We are the same.
Okay, all right. They
Yep.
can be or might not.
Yep.
These go into a discard pile. We're just going to keep those over there. That's actually, you know what? We'll put them there. We'll put the deck there. So we start with our deck. Thanks, babe. All right, shuffle all the remaining development 1 cards to create. Okay, done. We've already done that. Now deal out 3 developments to every player to go along with their basic. So 3 each.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll give them to you. Here.
And that goes with your basic combat.
Here.
There we go. All right. Then everybody draws 2 dream cards, which adds to your hand. So 1, 1.
There we go.
Dream cards are hidden.
Yeah, well, all your cards theoretically are hidden except for your action cards there. The conflict cards, shuffle those because I put that one on top. Starting with the first player and going clockwise, each player selects an area on the board and conquers it. All right, so this will get clarified a little bit. Again, it's a prototype, so keep that in mind. But let me explain how this is going to work. Every player starts in a corner. We're just, because streaming, we're going to start in our own corner. It has your fortress, which is the cardboard ring currently, level 1 fort, 2 followers, and your shaper. Okay?
Yep.
Then, in snake order, so in other words, Gonzalo now gets to choose any other space out here on the board. If he chooses any of the 4 that are adjacent to the cathedral, gets to place 1 follower in 1 spot. Or if he chooses any other spot that isn't adjacent to the cathedral, gets to place 2 followers. So knock yourself out. Then Derek goes, then I go. And then any empty area out there, after we're done with all that, gets shadows. And the shadows follow the same rules. It's going to be 1 or 2, I believe. Yes.
So yeah, I'll go there.
All right. And Derek? Really? Okay. Well, not what I expected, but I will. I'm going to go here. I get to place 2 because I'm not adjacent. So now, y'all have some you can. So it's going to be not adjacent, adjacent. So it's 1 or 2 for these cats.
2 here.
Oops. And there. All right. So that is all seated. Okay, now take the dreamers off the board. Yeah, those. And now, in player order, we can place our dreamers anywhere out there. So basically, any of the 3 night spots, you don't want to go near where the action you want to go first is. Now, summoning seems really good, as does maneuvering. And the fact that I start in a marked area, so I would summon, I would get to put 1 out here, because normally I'd be able to do 2, but unfortunately I have 2 units already there and max 3. Or that, I suppose I ought to look at my cards. Let's see. Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah, so I'm probably going to, newsflash, start with maneuver. So I don't want to start in either of those. I'll start in the far left night space. Nope, green.
Oh.
There we go. That's me. Derek, how about you?
All right. I think
The shadow nose. I like that. I love the shadow.
so. I think I'm going to start over here. Actually, I'm not really. I think that's what you're going to do. So I'm going to come over here.
We can start in the same spot.
You can absolutely. There's no limit to the number or where we are as far as that goes.
Here we go. I'll join you, Edward.
All right, that's now the rest of setup is get the nightmares out, and you know what? Give y'all. I'll leave it up to y'all. Do y'all want to know what the nightmares do, or do you want to be surprised? Y'all tell us in chat, and we'll make that. We'll listen to you after we get ready to get started here.
Oh crap! I went in the wrong spot.
Go ahead, move it now if you want. Ugh. Okay. Oh God. All right, here we go. Look, you know what? Here, I'll let the peanut gallery take a look here at my dreams, my starting dreams here. I hope those are clear to y'all. I'm wearing my glasses, so I can't tell. I think those are fuzzy. Let's try that again. Hold on. There we go, I think. All right, so those are my starting dreams, and not something I can do right away. So, yay.
Oh, dreams.
All right, seems like surprise is the overwhelming. Okay, you guys, we know, but y'all be surprised apparently. Cool, awesome. All right, there we go. All right, so I begin. So go ahead and put the marker on. There you go. Right, or no, on the actual icon, like on or off to the side. We'll get it right there. There we go. So it's my action. There we go. Ready to start. So. Dreamer is going to go to the, we're going to maneuver to start, which are the 2 side arrows. There we go. Okay. And now I get to perform the action. So, or draw 2 cards. I choose to perform the action. So I get 4 movement points. I perform a conversion in Shaper's area and then resolve 3 conflicts. Okay. Well, it's mostly going to be down in this area. So, oh, there we go. So we're going to go 1, we're going to go 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'll risk it. So there we go. There's my 4 movement, and now my Shaper gets to perform a conversion. So you are the weakest link. Goodbye. Note, conversions do not go into limbo.
They do
the
not.
AI pieces don't need to go in limbo either, but I digress. Just know that unless only combat casualties.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And now we're going to have 3 conflicts. Let's go ahead and start with this one, shall we? So we'll go ahead and leave the camera where it is to start with, and I can play up to 2 because Shapers are simply converters. That's all they are. They don't count as a piece. They don't count for anything other than your ability to be able to convert maybe some dream stuff. So basically, it doesn't count for anything. So I get 2 cards, as it were, and yeah, I feel pretty confident on that. I like the action. I'm not going to lie. I do like the action that I'm giving up by being able to, by playing this card. And I guess technically, it's coming back anyway, so I might as well play it. So there's that. Then I draw the top card from the combat deck, and I take a damage. He takes 3 damage. Pretty simple, so we both die. I go down here. There, he goes out. Awesome. I have completed it. I am victorious. At the end of the turn, move your Dreamer to any night space. Normally, I would have to go to that night space over there. But at the end of my turn, I still could, or I could go to any of the others. So I'm going to keep this over in my tableau area as a reminder of that. Also, one thing that we have found useful in our plays of this is, especially when you get above 2 players, it's a little bit easy. There's a lot going on here. It's a little bit easy to lose track of what action you're taking. So we just use the little extra markers that you can do to vary up the actions up there to mark what it is. Plus, this way, the other players get to know whether or not what they can conform in dissent on their cards. Oh, that reminds me. This is a really, really important point. If people have upgraded cards, you get to do the stuff on your cards. What I mean by that is I'm doing the action, And the conform and dissent that Gonzalo and Derek get to do isn't on my card. It's on their own card. So if they have upgraded stuff, I mean, that might be obvious, but it wasn't to me, so there. All right, so that's one combat. These cards now go into the drink. Boom, done. That's one.
One.
All right, next one. The only other one that's on the board is right here. And that's because everybody else is in their own little kind of play area. So let's go ahead and...
I think the basic combat card.
and that's it. Nah! I'm going to want to throw that out every time. Thank you, sir. So, going to have a little conflict right there now. So, my options are those. And obviously, the better the combat effects, probably the better the action. So, I'm going to play that for sure. The question is, do I run the risk? No, we do not. I want to make sure that I dominate it, so I'm going to play those two cards. And then we draw another off the top of the deck, and there you go. I absorb his damage, he doesn't absorb mine, I kill him. He dead. You ain't got to go home, but you do can't stay here. So I'm victorious. Produce up to 2 followers in any area that is empty or under my control. Okay, cool. These go away. Again, I keep my basic. That goes away. So I've now churned through my hand, which that's why you might not want to take an action up there and draw 2 cards, for instance. But produce up 2 followers in any area. Oh, by the way, place your bets over under Glory to Rome's
2.5.
3.5. I was going to go 3.5. Up to 2 followers in any area, single area that's empty, or, and you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, fill it in after.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. So, all right, cool, done. And that'll go there.
All right, so then I will do...
Hold on.
Sure.
So that's performing the action.
That's right, sorry.
Now, I get to discard any unwanted dream cards. And you know what? I'm really close to this one now. So I think I keep that one. The other one is going to be pretty hard, so I think I'm going to actually go ahead and discard this one. So I'll keep that one. And we're walking through this extraordinarily slow for the first round. After that, it'll pick up pace. But, so let's see, at the end of, I have 2 or more forts near the cathedral. Those are in the 4 adjacent spots. Or the opponent's fortress. The opponent's fortress, again, is corner spots right there with the rings. Have upgrades for ritual and summon. I'm halfway there on that one. That's 3 points. That's not bad. And then this one is climb at least 4 steps on a ritual track in a single turn. Sounds harder than it is. Really not that hard.
Not that hard.
At least one of them must be a blue step.
Seems...
I
the
like
beginning.
both of those. I probably ought to reset that. All right,
It
good.
looks like you already did it.
And I want to see if maybe, you know what?
Well, you either take it
I
or we
have
will.
the upgraded ritual, so I'm actually going to go ahead and draw that one.
Okay.
And then it immediately refills.
It's a new one.
Upgrade and battle. Play at least 1 upgrade and start a battle, both in a single turn. Okay, cool. All right, cool. So I've discarded, I've drawn. I discard down to 8 development cards. Shouldn't be a problem. And one of these is my basic. Then, end of turn effects. So if I had any of those dreams that say at the end of, I don't have anything I can complete, I choose not to. Now, they get to go ahead and conform or dissent. Again, Derek can do either. Gonzalo can only dissent. So those are what it says on my card, and I don't think anybody has an upgraded maneuver.
Nope.
So Derek could either produce 2 or draw a card. Gonzalo, straight up, is just drawing a card.
Yeah.
Yep, so I will produce 2, but I only have 1 area, and my limit is 3, so I'll produce 1.
Okay.
And that will be my confirm.
All right, so now move my dreamer to the night space. This, normally, I have to move
Where
there.
would you like to go?
That is a really damn good question. Where would I like to go?
Except the
Okay,
next
so what
action?
do I want to do for my next turn? Well, maneuvering might not be terrible because of one of the dream cards I have and getting people out. I also, the ritual So maneuver and ritual, which happen to be on opposite ends of that.
Yep.
So I need to kind of make a decision. Let me look at my upgraded ritual real quick, and I'll show you all while I decide this. And again, normal turns are not going to be this long. Produce in any one area. Okay, so that means produce a unit. That's cool. And draw a card. Then climb on the ritual track. Good Lord, that's awesome. And I need to move 4 steps. So let me see. I would need to get into the tree. I can't go there. I am in a half moon. That'd be good. And then there and there. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I'm 1 short, but I could produce there. I could make 4. So if I did that, I could actually get up on the ritual track and then get some movement. Yeah, you know what? I think that's probably what we're going to do. So therefore, I don't want to be in the left one. So I'll actually go to that spot where I'm at.
All
I'm
right.
done. Derek,
Not a bad.
that is, I realize that was a long time for me to talk with the teach and everything else.
You do talk a lot, which is good though. We like it. So my turn. I think I'm going to actually go over and develop. So I will be doing the develop action, which is this symbol right here, which also, I wasn't sure. I thought you might leave, but since you didn't leave...
Well, I was thinking about where you placed yours, and I
Yeah.
figure y'all might come over in that neck of the woods.
There is jockeying that you have to pay attention to.
So he's developing. Okay.
All right, so for my...
Yeah, developing. Sorry.
For my develop action, I'll get to play 2 cards, maximum of 1 of them, and then also 1 of them is an upgrade. So I will be doing an upgrade. It can be an upgrade. So I will do an upgrade to my fortify action. So now my fortify is a little bit stronger, and now I can place 4 in one area also. So it strengthens one of my areas a little
So
bit
it
more.
raises the cap.
Yep.
And one of the areas on the board can be 4. Got it. Okay. And you don't have to play a second card if it's not beneficial to do so. Just obviously being able to get your upgrade out is kind of...
Yeah, and I mean, some of them are smaller cards, so it would probably better to play, like this ploy, where I'm converting 1 unit that's adjacent to my, so I could choose one of these 2 areas and then convert them to my own. So I would probably choose this area because it's adjacent to that. So this guy would just get converted, so he would go off. And then,
You can put it here.
Yep.
oh, that's great. And then this would change over, and then I would draw a card. And then that's the end of my turn, and then you guys can conform and descend.
Hold on. Dream cards.
Dream
You wanna
cards.
keep your dream
oh,
cards.
that's right. Okay,
If
so
only there was a player aid right in front of you.
and it's really big too. So I think what I wanted to do is I want to trade out to that center dream card, and I am going to give this dream card,
Okay, so
which is an area control. It's a little more difficult. It's better benefit, but it's more difficult.
And there we go. Control at least 5 areas. Not just be in, but control. But note, it's 2 points, and it's 2 cathedral pieces there.
yeah.
All right?
When these are done?
Discards.
All right.
Okay.
All right, you guys, now that I've done my draw, then now it's going to be the end of my turn. I can do end turn effects, which I could, if possible, to play a dream card. I actually have not done either of the criteria for my cards, so it will be the end of my turn, and now you're...
So Gonzalo, you're...
I am not adjacent, so again, I have to... I'll draw a card.
Which, again, not terrible. I mean, you
It's
still
cool.
haven't gone.
Yep.
You now have 2 additional cards than,
Yep.
than the rest of us don't. And for me, I can do either of these 2 things. So... You know... I think, oh God, I probably should draw a card because I'm so low on cards right now, but I'm not gonna. Instead, I'm gonna go ahead, since I can play 1, I can't play an upgrade, hashtag I don't have one. This is my last card that isn't my combat card. I receive 2 movement points, then perform a conversion in my Shaper's area, then resolve a conflict.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, twist my arm, I will. So, 2 movement points. That's going to be 1. And, you know what? We'll do this. 2. And then I get to convert.
It just became yours.
It did just become mine.
You already have all
And-
the guys there.
This is at the end of turn effects, right? So it's the end of Derek's turn. At the end of any player's turn, have presence in at least 5 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Checks out. So I get a point, and we start building a cathedral.
We do.
So that'll go there. So the first piece comes out.
Cool.
And so y'all know we do have a cool little action shot there of the cathedral as it gets built. So we added that piece. It's 3 players, so those 2 start out. But that seemed like a good thing to go ahead and do. All right, so now move your dreamer to the night space and move the turn marker. We didn't move the turn marker.
We didn't.
And move it one more now.
And not to me.
Yeah, and then Derek obviously has to come join the party. All right,
Okay.
Gonzalo, your honor, sir.
Yep, I am fortifying, so I am going to this spot. So that means that I can spend 1 or 3 of my followers to build 1 or 2 fort levels in areas under my control.
Right.
I just have 2 areas that are under my control, and this is the guy that I am gonna
Convert.
take out to place my fortress, my fort.
Yeah, fort. Yeah, you got it.
And that's the action.
Dreams. Discarding any of yours?
I am discarding probably.
Yeah, cards are overrated. I mean, I have one.
I'm discarding 1 that goes to the bottom,
Yep.
and I am taking. I think it was this. I have 2 forts. Yes, it was
Okay.
this.
So we refill. Oop, you didn't see that.
We
No one
didn't.
saw it. No one saw it. There we go.
I definitely didn't. I wasn't
Battle.
paying
Win a
attention.
battle against the shadows. I mean,
Whoa.
You've seen how easy that is.
Well,
It's an easy 2 points
2
right
points.
there, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Discard. Right. How many development cards do you have?
I don't still have 8. 1, 2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Must be nice. End of turn effects. Do you do any?
I am.
Okay.
Nice.
I am. At the end of any player's turn, have 2 plus forts. No, not that one. At the end of your turn, have at least 2 forts which are not adjacent to another area under your control. So
All right, yeah, I guess so.
That's
So
it.
lay the card down. There
Yep.
you go, yeah. All right, yeah. So
And it's another piece.
it checks out. So what, that's 2 points?
2 points
Here,
and another
there you
piece of the cathedral.
There you go, so people can read it. There you go. And piece of the cathedral.
And something happens. Nice.
Ooh. There we go. We're there. And then you get to place out a follower anywhere you control.
It's gonna be here.
All right,
Yeah,
go for it.
good spot.
I mean, that makes sense, right? So that's end of turn. Now and this is where, instead of us constantly having to ask, oh yeah, what action did you take, Gonzalo? This is where little markers, oh yeah, wait, all right, cool. So neither of us are adjacent.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
And we do this in turn order because there might be actions that
That's
come
right.
into play for combat and stuff like that. So spend 2 of your followers to build a fort level in an area under your control or draw a card. Spend 2 of my followers to build a fort. So this is the only area that I could build a fort in. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. We're gonna draw that card. Done.
No, well, I will do it because I can actually have an upgraded action. I just use 1 follower, and then I get this. Oh, actually, that's not. I don't control that area, but I do control this area. So
Fact. There we go. Okay,
That's correct.
easy enough.
So
Thank
I
you.
move my dreamer. You're very welcome. Here. And then next one.
There we go. My turn. Move me over to the ritual.
Here we go.
I got it.
You got ritual that it is actually here.
Yep. All right.
He's gonna try to do his card.
I'm gonna try.
Come on, I'm not that Jason again.
Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna try. All right. Produce in any one area and draw a card. Okay. Thanks. I need that. And we have that got drawn. All right. Produce in any one area, and I think now that I actually so I have tree moon. I need to produce here. Okay. So, what we're doing is looking at these icons, okay, out here. So here we go. First one, we're going to advance on the tree track. The tree is going to be this one. Note, I do not control this anymore. Your shaper does not count. So that's tree. Yeah, we're going to do that. The next one is going to be half moon. Half moon is right here. And again, note, not going here. The next one is going to be there and there. So we get both of those out. And now I could either control Nightmare, they're not in play yet, so no, or 3 movement. I'll go and get 3 movement. So my next one is going to go here. Next one, so that's 1, there, there, there. That's 2. And next one is going to be tree. That's 3.
Yep.
I guess that's it. All right, so next one here is there. That's going to get me a point at the end of the game. And then it's going to be cow skull, by the power of cow skull. And then tree.
all of your followers. Wow.
I am wiped off the board, which might be really, really dumb. I'm not saying that was smart, but my point is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and when I'm done, 8.
Well, this game isn't about area control, it's about scoring points. So.
Right. So, and then, anytime, climb at least 4 steps, and one of them has to be blue. Checks out. There's a blue one right there.
Seems like a 4
So that's
point
going to be 3 points and more cathedral action, yo.
Uh-huh.
And I'm out of dream cards, note.
There you go.
Oh, go for it. Go ahead. Yeah. All right. So
That's beautiful.
and I get to move my shaper
Oh, wow.
anywhere.
He's not good for defense, but he helps shape stuff.
He does.
It's anywhere or 1 movement?
It's 1 movement.
1 movement.
I believe. Let me double check.
Do you?
One movement.
Is it a May?
Okay.
You don't have
Yes.
to move it.
We'll get there.
Ooh.
It's nothing personal. Don't.
He's looking for shadows, apparently.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right. So now I perform my action. Discard any unwanted dream cards.
You
I
have
have none. So I will draw dreams. And I did have this one until I just wiped everybody off the board
You
because
did.
the ritual.
You did.
Okay? All right. So I still feel confident that I'm going to be able to do that in due time, but actually I'm going to take that one because winning a battle against the shadows, even though I don't really have anybody on the board, that feels like pretty easy to do. That's going to be 1. Eliminate in any way, including devouring, at least 3 or 4 shadows in a single turn.
Yep.
Maybe more difficult at the moment.
Right. Upgrade, start. Wow.
Yeah.
You know,
That middle one is pretty strong, but it also is good.
I was in good shape.
Yeah.
I had plans. I'm going to take mystery meat. Here we go. That is mystery meat. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So we've now drawn dream cards. Discard down development. Hey, at least we have some. End of turn effects. And I ritualed, so y'all are not adjacent. You guys can both dissent.
1, 2, 3.
Can.
And remember, you can go over your hand limit because you only check the hand limit
Yep.
at step
Yeah, at the end of
5,
my turn.
right?
Yeah.
Which is 1 card. Yay!
Same to me.
Okay. And then move my dreamer over into the area, move the turn order or the turn marker, and boom, Derek, you're up.
All right.
Sarah, wow, so many steps. Exactly. I had mentioned, like, we kind of neglected this in our first game, and then we were able to, like, make jumps, like, from there to there in a single action. That was pretty awesome. Oh, yeah, and Ra answered the question, James. Okay.
All right. Ooh. If I do that, then I can't do that. Yeah, I think I want to do it, though. I'm going to maneuver.
I like that.
And with a maneuver, I'm going to get 4 movement points. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, Actually, I'll actually do 4.
And move your marker over to
Yep.
maneuver.
Yep. Maneuver. Boop.
There you go.
And then I get to resolve, and then I get to convert. Actually, I probably should have went this way. And then I'll convert this guy. So now this guy is now purple. And then I can resolve 3 conflicts, but there is only 1, so I'll resolve this conflict right here. Let's see, let's go with this card and...
Hey, you can play up to 3.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Derek, where were you?
I
Where
was right
were
here.
you? No, where was your...
Here?
No, you can't do that.
Oh, shoot. I cannot do that.
Yep.
Thank you, G.
Yep. So this goes back.
Yes. And that's where...
Yeah,
And that's
call.
why it's important to
Yep,
take a
There
look
you go.
at this. So
Sorry, I missed it. I should have caught that. Thanks, though, G. Good looking out.
probably should fortify. I don't have any people, so I'll do summon. I can summon because it's all the way over here and it's helping
There
both
you
of
go.
you.
All
Boo.
right.
That's fine.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah,
I
of course.
mean, hey, teamwork makes the dream work. See what I did there? Dream work. Dream work. Okay.
All right, so each one I control produces 1. So I can produce
summoning, right?
here,
Okay.
and I can produce here, and it also is going to produce in the symbol, which is
And that is the grave one.
Yep.
Oh, thank you.
there's also one there.
One there, one here. And remember, everybody has to abide by the 3
Shadow
limit.
here. Right.
Yes, correct. They control it. And one there.
And I get 1 here because I can do 4 because of my special
Yep.
my special power, but I do not have control over this area.
And did you produce here at this fort yet?
Yep.
Okay. You produced 1 at the fort?
1 at the fort, and then I got 1 for the symbol.
Okay, I thought it was more than just 1.
I only have the starting one, right? Summon. So no, I don't.
No, you have
Yeah,
the-
no. It's got to be stronger than that.
Produces 1, then receive 1 MP. Okay.
No,
Movement
1
point.
So I
Okay.
can move and then perform the conversion. Oh, so I can actually do a convert on the summon tag. Oh, wow. I didn't realize that. So I can go here and then convert this guy also. That's better. It still does everything I wanted to do initially except for grabbing that area. So that's even better.
Okay.
Fantastic. And then you guys can do your conform and
Not
deceive.
yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
I do my unwanted dream cards. Have I done any of them? No. I do not want to trade. I like what I currently have.
Okay, now end of turn effects. Now we can do our stuff.
you do your stuff.
So you're summoning. You first, Gonzalo.
Yeah.
You have an updated or
An upgraded one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is one of your forts produces 2. And actually that's what is gonna
I
happen.
mean, why wouldn't you, right? Yeah.
1, 2.
Mine is one of my forts produces 2. It's not an upgraded, and getting dudes on the board probably seems good. The other thing I could do. Oh. Interesting. So the descent is climb 1 on the ritual track. And for me, that is either move that marker here or build a fort or control a nightmare. Now the building of the fort would have been awesome, but all it's going to do is add a level here, and that's not near because I don't control any of these areas. So one of my forts can build 2. Hey, it got people on the board. I'll take it. All right, move your dreamer. Mm-hmm. And if I didn't mention it, I think I did, but in case I didn't, but the arrows say what night space you go to. So if you're in those, see the arrows, that's where you go when you're done with your action. Okay, cool. All right, Gonzalo, you're up.
I am going to develop. So play up to 2 cards. A maximum of 1 of these may be an upgrade, and then I draw 1 card.
All right.
I have a
develop.
bunch of cards, so
Boy, does he.
You do.
I'll upgrade perform ritual here. That's my first card played. So I cannot do another upgrade.
Right. And how many cards do you get to
1, 2, 3, 4.
No, you get to play 2, right?
Yes.
Because it's not upgraded. All right.
Yes. I am playing this that it says move your shaper to any area
No, just lay it down. You're good like that.
and you may play another card. It cannot be an upgrade. So I'm gonna move my guy here.
Anywhere. So literally, you could come over into the corner.
Yeah.
Over. Okay. All right.
But
Gotcha.
I wanna protect kind of my
Yeah.
area. So this goes out and I can play another card.
Okay.
And so, it is actually going to be.
So is it making sense while you're thinking about it? Take your time. Yeah, hopefully it's making sense to everybody at home. I mean, so let's see. We've done the ritual. We've summoned. We've fortified. We've done everything. Now we've done all the actions. Now some are upgraded, some aren't, or whatever. But yeah. So hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this last card that says at the end of your turn, move your dreamer to any night space. So I don't have
Okay.
to go here. I can go anywhere when it
All
is
right,
the
fair
end of
enough.
my turn. Okay, that was my action. So now I need to discard any unwanted dreams. I don't want to discard the only one I have. Draw dream cards. I just have one, so I can draw another one.
Yep.
It's gonna be that. I don't like those. This card down to 8 development. I don't have 8 development cards, and now you guys, starting with Edward.
Yeah, we get both get to descent because
Descent,
you're over on the
yes.
other side of the planet. So it's draw a card.
Yay!
Hey, you know what? I'll take it.
Okay. And now is when I decide where.
Yeah, where you wanna go,
I'm
'cause
gonna
your
go
option,
again
yeah.
into the middle spot.
Okay. All right. All right. So I have 3 options. I could fortify. That ain't gonna happen because I only have followers here. I'd love to be able to summon. Alas, I cannot move the marker.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. I would love to be able to, but yeah, I can't. So I could maneuver 4 movement points. I mean, it would get me some control.
And
So let's see. That would be 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could control 4 areas and then convert one of these, and then we would have some fights. And I don't like the idea I'd only have one dude there.
he would be a little weak because no defense from the shaper. It just kind of hangs out.
And I would have to.
If it's a maneuver, yeah.
And my cards suck in that regard. So it wasn't tempting at all, and then all of a sudden it was. So I think I'm going to go ahead and develop as well. So
Develop?
go ahead and move me all the way over. There we go. So developing, play up 2 cards, one of which can be an upgrade, and one of them will be an upgrade, which is going to be develop. Now, basically, my upgrade, as you can see, the actual action's the same, but if I can form, it's as if I'm doing the develop action. So that's cool. So that's one. And then the second one, marked area is a half moon. Where are the half moon? Ooh. The problem is, I kind of want to wait on that. I will go ahead and play it regardless. I'm going to go ahead and play that. Eliminate a unit in the marked area. The marked area is going to be a half moon. If it was a shadow, climb a step on either gray or blue space on the ritual track. So, the half moon is a half moon. You're welcome, Derek. I'm going to make your job easier. So,
yeah.
eliminated that, which means I then get to move up the ritual track.
Wow, the blue.
So, the interesting thing, I mean, it is a double, so that's really nice to be able to do that. except it allows me to build a fort anywhere I control. I currently can only control my fortress. So the other option is I could move this here and get that one moving, which then would allow me closer to that. And believe it or not, I think I am going to actually do that one instead, because I want to use the fortress or the fort later on.
Makes sense, yeah.
I think it does, but we'll see.
Yeah, 'cause you
so
don't
that's discarded there.
So waste that
then
action.
Get to draw a card as the last part of the action. I don't want the have at least one level 3 fort card. I realize I could have gotten to level 2. I get that, but no. And I feel pretty confident I'm going to be able to do that sooner rather than later, probably in 2 turns. So I think I am going to go ahead and just take that one. And then what I could have had was have an upgrade for Fortify and Maneuver. Well, that works out, seeing as I have neither of those, personally. So that was good. I don't have anywhere near 8 development cards. End of turn, that's it. You guys get to conform and descent.
It looks like we're both descending.
Yes.
So we'll take card. Well, I mean, that's what mine says. I don't know if he's upgraded said
Nope.
card.
Done. Move the marker, move me to the night space.
All right.
There we
Sorry.
go. No, you're good. All right, Derek, you're up.
All right. I am going to develop because developing
Hey,
is
Paul.
fun. With that develop, I will develop one of my dream cards. One of my dreams was to develop my ritual action. Yes. So I will upgrade my ritual. And I will play... Yeah, I will play ploy, this ploy. And this ploy will let me climb 1 step on the ritual track, so I get to go up 1 track. And then I can discard 2 more cards to go up another track. I don't know if I want to...
That's punitive.
That seems really, really strong to go up 1 track. If it was going up a blue one, then I could understand.
Sure, but just for a gray, either to this one or to that one.
I do have... I do not have anybody in these areas for me to move, so I could push it up twice and then spend one of these and one of these to then move into the blue square. So I could do that so that the ploy would actually make more sense. So it probably would be best for me to do that. So I will spend 2 cards, boom, boom.
Got you.
And then I will use this card to then move up 1.
Okay. So which one? Do you want there or
Yeah, that one, and then I will spend 2 followers to then go into the blue space, which is the both of these.
I think you can only move it once. You can't do that.
Oh, because it's a card action. It's
right,
not the
it's
actual
not the
action.
actual ritual.
Okay.
So do you want to still spend the 2 cards
Yeah,
to go
yeah.
up the 1?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's
All right,
fine.
cool. Done. All right.
And
Dreams?
that was...
Yeah, I know. Rainer says the rules actually suggest you don't take or keep dream cards that you can't complete in the next 2 or max 3 turns. I have confidence. I have confidence.
All right, I'm going to play this anytime dream card. This is for having the upgrades of the ritual and having summons, so this will just get tucked for 3 points later.
No cathedral?
No.
No cathedral,
okay,
no
cool.
cathedral. And I will take this upgrade too, because I am kind of going upgrade heavy, so...
Yeah, hey, if it works, right?
And there we go.
Win a battle against an opponent.
Oh, cool.
Okay. All right.
Dream battle.
And cover up the... There you go. You got it. All right. So, end of turn effects?
I
No,
got another
no
dream?
dreams? No, no other?
So I can't. I'm not adjacent. So again, another card.
And
Sent.
mine is twice as good. I missed this and Rainer pointed it out. I get to draw 2 cards.
Oh.
For that develop upgrade. So earlier I mentioned either this is better or the conform and descent is better. In this case, the conform and descent is better. So drawing 2. And earlier I was hurting for cards after the early maneuver, but now at least we're doing
Yep.
all right. So, all right, Gonzalo.
This goes
You got it.
here.
Yep.
You are going here, Derek.
Yep.
I am.
And I am only able. No, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Maneuver.
I'm going to perform a ritual.
Okay.
I'm gonna do first the free.
Oh, the free move. Okay, so you have an upgraded one, right?
Yeah, it says climb one step. It could be gray or blue before you start or after you finish spending followers, and then spend your followers and units in the limbo to climb steps that it could be also the red area.
Okay. Oh no, nice.
That's the
Hey,
upgrade
okay,
one.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, so you said you use
I
the
start
freebie
using
for that
Yeah, because I don't have units in that type of
in the tree
area.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I am spending
So half moon.
one of these.
Okay, and now
That's it.
that's it.
I cannot do anything else.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Shit,
not
that-
very effective, but it is what it is.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Dream cards. Anything going on?
Now that Rainer said that, I may discard battle. Let's I'll discard both,
Okay.
and I'll get this first.
Yep. And then it refills. Summon at least 7 followers in a single turn.
Lots of you.
I really want to be able to do that.
Board at least 4 shows. Wow. And
And by the way, the
summons-
devouring is that and once the nightmares come into play, they devour.
Winning a battle
Okay.
against an opponent. Let's get the battle one.
Okay. And at the end of any player's turn, have at least 4 forts of any level. So, I mean, you're both halfway to that, right?
Yep. I close to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but not yet. And
And-
end of turn, I have nothing to do.
Okay, so
We're both descending.
Descend.
where were you? Oh, yeah, right. You're over there. Okay, yeah. Draw a card.
Yeah. And I have the upgraded version, so I climb one step. I'll take it on my the lower one.
This one, you are purple.
Yeah.
So taking that to go there.
And
Okay.
I get
Card.
one card.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Move move the marker.
Gotta love the upgraded actions.
There we go. All right. So I cannot take maneuver or develop. I would love to summon. And that would, unfortunately, I need to get forts out, but I need to maneuver is what I need to do now. In hindsight, I feel like maybe I should have done that earlier. I'm not sure. So I can't develop, so I can't play cards, and I can't maneuver. So it's one of those. Spending followers to build a fort level in areas under my control. I literally only control my home spot right now. And, oh, actually summoning, to be clear. Oh, God. Summoning gets me no units.
Oh, because you're maxed.
Yep.
Yeah, because oh God, I didn't even see that. Oops. Okay. If I were to do the ritual, I would produce one in any area and then draw a card. And then I could just... There it is. Yes, that's it. We're going to ritual. So if you would move me all the way over.
Go there.
You can.
There you go. And here's why. Because it's upgraded. Produce one in any area. Any area. Not any area you control. Any area.
Oh my gosh.
So, okay. I think I will go ahead and do that right there. Done. I get to draw a card. Okay, cool. I get to climb on the ritual track. Yeah, I'm a couple turns further back than I thought I was because I couldn't summon really. I get a freebie. Yeah, I think this makes sense. I get a free fort anywhere I control. Okay. I now control that area. Now when I summon, I get to produce there. Oh, thank God.
You're waiting for that fort.
Yeah, I needed the fort in hindsight, so there's that.
A fort site.
And that was the freebie. I'm not going to spend, I have no trees in which to spend, so my ritual is done. Yeah. So now, looking at my cards, win a battle against shadow, control at least 5 areas. I feel pretty confident I'm going to be able to do that, okay. So I'm not going to replace any of my cards. End of turn, I'm not playing any. Y'all can conform descent.
You first.
All right, I will go up 1 track on the lower one.
You are purple?
Purple, and then I will take a card.
That's awesome.
Gotta like this.
The upgraded? Nice.
Yeah, the upgraded
descent is awesome, right? So you descent.
Yeah, I did descent.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Descent on ritual?
Oh shoot, that was a conform. So move me down. Move me down. I just drew a card. I don't get the thing.
Okay.
I am adjacent, and I do have an upgraded
All right, what's yours?
ritual. So I can climb 1 step. It needs to be gray, so I can just do it with 1 of my discs.
Okay, so let's see. So you are blue?
I'm blue, so just...
So cannot go there because
It's
it has
blue.
to be gray.
That's
Okay.
correct. And then I can draw a card.
Okay.
Okay. That's great.
So that was me, right? With the ritual. Yeah, Derek, you're move me over to the night spot. Thank you, sir.
Boy. You know, I really wanted to come over here and perform a ritual, but you guys are all over here performing rituals.
It's okay.
So I feel like I'm just going to come over here and fortify. I'm going to upgrade my fortress because I have all these guys on here and I can start doing some stuff. So I can spend 1 to 2 followers to build 1 to 2 levels fortress I control. So I have this area here and I have this area. If I can spend 2 of my followers, which would be these 2, I can get a second level, or I can do it here. So I think I'll do it here.
And to be clear, you can spend followers from any space on the board.
Oh, so I can
build
spend here.
Yeah, if you want.
It's even better.
And then you could build it anywhere you control.
That's awesome.
There you go.
And I love how these fit.
Oh yeah.
See that?
They lock together very nicely.
Yeah. Okay.
And then that's it. You guys can do your. Oh, sorry. Then I take a look at my cards. I'm almost there, and then I do not. Do I want to switch?
You are. Which section are you doing for?
Yeah, fortify. See, this is where the marker comes in. See?
No, that's me. I did
know.
this.
No, what I'm saying is he's doing so you know what you can.
Not my action.
There you go.
Yes,
right.
yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. You know what? I'll trade in.
I mean, on your turn, yeah, you put it on yours.
I'll
too.
trade in this one for forts. I might as well since I'm doing forts.
Okay, so getting rid of that and replacing it with forts. All right. The end of any player's turn, have at least 9 followers on the map. I wish. I dream of that.
Wow.
Okay.
And in my case, I am not adjacent.
Yep.
So I descend, but this is fantastic because I can spend 2 of my followers to build 1 fort level in an area under my control.
Yep.
So I can go up. I'll discard 2 followers.
Okay.
I'll
So 2 there. Yeah.
going up here.
Stacking them.
That's great. Perfect.
You know what?
Just so you can see the levels.
Yeah.
Once it goes to second level.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so for mine, descent is spend 2 followers to build a fort level in an area under my control. Unfortunately, I need dudes out here instead, so I elect to not do that, or draw a card, and I will happily draw a card. And obviously, if the deck runs out, we bring these bad boys out. Okay, cool. All right, good.
Okay, so next it'll be me.
Yep.
It'll be you.
And this is going to be the last action of the first round.
Yeah, and I am going here so that it is actually develop.
Okay.
Ah, man. I wish I had that upgraded.
One of the cards I am
Drawing
playing.
2 cards is nice.
Or developing on somebody else's turn.
That is also really nice, yes.
If I develop my develop card,
Yes.
It doesn't.
It does not affect
okay.
the current turn.
Okay,
It's the next time you take
I
it.
am going to develop my develop card.
Yeah.
I'll use it in the feature actions.
Yep.
That's my first card played, and then my second card played is going to be. It cannot be another upgrade, so I'll play this. That says, produce 2 shadows in an area under any player's control. 2 shadows in any area, in an area that it is under any player's control.
Don't bother with green. I have 4 dudes on the map.
We've been peaceful with each other.
I don't mind. You can put them anywhere you'd like. You can even put them here if you'd like.
Oh, and on that note,
Yeah.
you win all battles
Yeah, I know. That's why I said
in your
that.
fortress. So be
So this
aware
would
of
be-
that. Like
this
you
would
can-
probably be the best location.
and you
for him.
can never lose battles, and you can never lose your fort.
Let's go there.
Okay. There we go. Thank you for not.
And then it says resolve 1 conflict.
Oh no!
The only conflict that it is.
Oh no! You get to,
It
one
was your
dude.
choice.
Oh, wait.
He did ask for it.
Is it
so
2-on-2? At least it's 2-on-2.
It's 2 on 2. Yes.
All right. Okay.
And before you do anything,
Oh, oh no.
as I have a card that says it says anytime.
Yeah.
One of my dreams says that play at least 1 upgrade card that I did.
Yep.
And start a battle, both in a single turn.
Oh yeah. Ah, you're starting a battle. That makes sense. So there you go. And a cathedral.
Yes.
All right. So here, the cathedral now, the first layer, first level, is complete. There. All right.
Yes.
And now
I get it.
you also get up on the ritual track, and I believe that is
A
any
ritual
gray.
Any
it's
gray.
gray.
Any gray.
And you are blue, so
So
I guess
there's
it's going
only
to be there.
That's good.
Okay, you know what? It's better than a sharp stick in the eye.
Yep.
Now you're done with
I'm done.
that action.
Yes.
Now you can draw or discard dream cards and draw
I
cards.
think the battle goes first, right?
You're right. You're right. I forget about that. Good call. All right. So Derek, you can play up to 2 cards. He's playing this one.
Yeah.
It is recorded. You requested those guys there.
I didn't. I just said I wasn't afraid of them, but it's fine. Let's see.
Carla brings up a good point. It does kind of remind me of the Nate Hayden's artwork in the Mushroom Eaters. It really does.
You know what? I don't have very good cards for this fight, so I am going to just use these 2, which are both combat. I don't have any defense, so we'll see what will happen.
Oop.
Yeah.
Mutual destruction. So,
Great.
hold on. They can't see that. Sorry. 2 to 2. You will let the bodies hit the floor.
I can't believe I just got rid of the limbo card. I can't believe I just got rid of that. in my
And
hand.
there we go. So these really don't matter in limbo.
Yeah.
So basic comes back to you.
Yep.
And then, so you lost.
Yep.
Because,
Yep.
oh no. If an unresolvable tie happens, I would argue nobody on that is an unresolvable tie.
I mean, he doesn't have presence.
So you-
Right. So you choose. Did you win or lose depending on what it is you want to do?
I mean, I would like to win. I would guess.
Okay.
But then I could spend. Oh, that's cool. I spend 1 follower and build a fort there. Okay.
bad.
From the conflict. Oh no! Spend a follower from the conflict.
Oh, it has to be
area.
from here. Got it. Okay. Cannot do
to
that.
build. Do you wish to do the defeat? You have to do one of them.
I have to do one of them. Okay. So then I have to do defeat. So I'll add two.
Shadows to every empty space. That's.
I'm sorry, it was more painful than I than expected.
anticipated. Yeah. Oh, that hurts me. Oh, that hurts me
You got
too.
it.
That was well done, Gonzalo. So we got, because these were about to be my areas, not so much now. And
Oh wow! Shoot! I could have built a fort. Oh wow!
that hurts. That was unkind. Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't like conflicts.
No. If
So
I had a defense, I just didn't have a defense card in my hand.
So I need to move my Dreamer.
No, hold on. Wait, so that was from playing your card.
Oh yeah, sure.
So now you can either do something with that dream card or at least draw one.
I'll draw one, and the ones that are available eliminate in any way, including the board. Nope. At the end of any player's turns.
9 followers.
9 followers. And I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Have at least 2 upgrades. We all like that.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I should have.
I mean, it's just straight up point. I mean,
should I get
seems good. Okay.
the mystery meat?
How many cards are you at?
5.
I'm at 8 right now, so okay, good to know. End of turn, and now we can. Looks like descent
Yeah.
based on where you are.
You hold descent.
I draw 2 cards, so there's one.
I'm just going to draw one
Okay, a moment. Let me shuffle.
because we're doing develop.
Yep.
That's the action.
Yep.
I'm telling you, having a little marker like that, so to remind yourself of that is really
works.
useful.
Yep, yep.
So I draw one more, and Derek, you draw one.
Mm-hmm. Please be good.
I'm now at 10 cards, I think.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. And now you move to night space.
Yep. And then we finish.
Okay, so end of the round. So we advance. My turn. Okay, done. A moment while I go through these real quick. Since I could now, I'm there. So basically, it's fortify, which isn't going to happen. It's maneuver, which was going to happen, but it may be developed now so that I can get some cards out of my hand, and I can play 2. Oh, that seems good. That seems good. That also seems good. That seems better, actually. Oh God, that. Oh God. Okay. What? We're at the cow skull. So where is that out here? That's here, here, there, and there. Oh my God. I drew some really good cards.
Oh, these new cards? Not yet.
No, these are still level 1s, but still.
Now they're doable.
Oh God. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna develop. So develop. Move me over there. You're welcome. So I have a bit of a conundrum, and I don't mind giving this away a little bit, but I need dudes on the map, right? We've established that pretty well. So I do have an upgrade, and being able to build a fort would be awesome. But I'm not going to do it. Instead, I have like 6 decent cards to play given the situation I'm in. And move your shaper to any area. You may play another card, not an upgrade. So basically, I can just teleport my shaper. The reason that's going to matter is all of these other cards have to do with my shaper or converting. So, perform up to 2 conversions in a single area adjacent to your shaper, then resolve a conflict. So if I were to teleport my shaper here, I would convert 2 of them, then have a conflict there. That seems not terrible. And I do have something that helps for battles against shadows. I actually have 2 of those cards, so I could do that again. I have move up to 2 units from an adjacent area to your shaper into your shaper's area, then perform a conversion in your shaper's area, then resolve a conflict. So I could use that first card to teleport my shaper, then do that. Convert up to 3 shadows in a single marked area. So I could do it there. I could do it there. Resolve a conflict. That just gets me dudes. And my shaper doesn't have to be there. Well, I think what I'll do first is I'm going to go ahead and teleport my shaper to there. Then and not yet. I think I'll do that. Perform up to 2 conversions in a single area adjacent to my shaper. Oh, you know what? Actually, sorry. We're going to move them there. We will convert 2 here. This is a hell of a summon for me, actually, is what it is. And then I can't maneuver, but I could summon. Ritual. Oh god, that's the only problem with this. Is you know what? I have a ton of cards. I'm gonna go ahead and play that because that allows me, remember, to teleport that. Move up to 3 of your follows to any single area and resolve a conflict. So it's either going to be to there or to there. And this is actually kind of an interesting idea to be able to get a fort out here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to teleport there. From any single area to any marked area, there, and then resolve a conflict. This is the only conflict on the board.
Currently.
So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we'll discard those cards. I can play up to 3. So there's that.
You have so many cards.
Oh, there! I was gonna have to burn some, so this
Yeah.
actually
He's
makes
harder
sense.
with 10
Yeah.
this turn.
God, both of those are so good. But I can do 3. So one's going to be the basic. So one will be that, and then I think I get rid of one of the really good ones. So there, and I don't have a whole lot of high forts, so I'll go with that one done. Okay. Sorry, this is taking a while on this one. So level 2.
Oh God, that's it. Jeez.
Okay. So I hit for 4 and block 1. He hits for 1 and block 1. So they're dead.
He's gone, yeah.
And I take no damage. And as a victory, I get to draw a card.
Very nice.
That seemed good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those go. This goes back into my hand. This goes face up, bottom of the deck. All right, so that was my develop.
Mm-hmm.
And dream cards. Won a battle against the shadow.
Oh.
So 2 points and a cathedral. And that is, we have our first back end piece on the second level. And we have produce in any area I control.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So it's here, 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 or here.
Yep.
And if I'm wanting to get those guys out of there, I can't produce there.
It's next.
I think I'll go there. That way, if I do a fortify, I'm in good shape with that. All right, done. So that was there. So that was my anytime. Control 5 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh, close.
I'll hold on to that card. So now dreams. I mean, I could just score a point, so let's do it. I'll take it, and it's an any time, and boom, that'll be worth a point. But what I don't get to do is draw another card.
That's right.
Because that was drawing up to my 2 cards, so keep that in mind. And that says I have 2 or more followers in at least 4 areas. Okay, all right, cool. Discard down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And y'all get to, let's see, conform and dissent.
I will dissent because I'm far away, so I will take a card.
Okay, and Gonzalo.
Well, I could confirm because I am adjacent, but my option is play a card, 1 card that is not an upgrade, and I am not interested in doing that, so I'll dissent that it is draw 2 cards.
There you go.
1 and 2.
Good. And that's me.
All right.
And
Slide here.
move the marker. Y'all digging this at home? Because it's very tactical, right? I mean, in a lot of ways, because you don't know what the dream cards are going to be. But
You position
surprising.
yourself and work your way through.
And I think the movement and the adjacency and having to move somewhere else is incredibly frustrating in the way I want it to be.
Yeah, because I really don't want to follow you guys, and I have like basically you guys are all gonna leave.
Oh, that's so tasty! Thank you, Derek. Way to be a team player.
Upgrading my maneuver,
I love that.
and then I'll use this card right here. I'll play ploy. Ploy will give me 2 movement points. 1, 2. Get to convert wherever my shaper is. So I'll convert this guy into here. Resolve a conflict. There actually is no conflicts on the board.
We are cohabitating nicely.
Yep.
Collectively.
Goodbye, and then at the end of any time, I don't have to really wait, but it doesn't matter.
Right.
So anytime I have the upgrade for fortify and for maneuver, I get 3 points. And,
Nice.
One of the cathedral pieces goes onto the board.
And you get to move your shaper here in a minute, so you can see the roof going on the back
awesome.
end. All right, and you can move your shaper 1 space, which is there or back home.
Yeah.
And yeah,
It's not a conflict, so I'm just going to go over here.
yeah.
and
No,
say
we can cohabitate, right? It's okay.
Well, it's a
But now you can convert me.
if you want to be purple. You might not want to be purple, so it's all good.
So that
now
was an any time, right?
Now you guys both. Oh, that's right. And then
so
at the
you can draw.
I can draw. Or I could take what's currently out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Making 7 units.
If that's easier.
Oh, that is way easier.
It was a good summons turn, wasn't it, James?
Not a lot of shadows around me. So you know what? I'm going to take mystery.
Okay, mystery meat it is. And remember, if it's an any time or an end of turn, you can do it now, and then discard down to 8 development cards, which I don't think you're at.
I am not. And now you guys could take that's the end of my turn effects.
Yep, and Gonzalo.
So now, yes, now I am confirmed.
okay, so you
now
can play how many? 2
2
cards, right?
No, 1 card. Is this?
Okay.
that-
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
So it cannot be an upgrade, and I'm gonna play one of your forts produces equal to its level.
Okay.
So
all right.
that's cool. I'm gonna go to my 2-level fort.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh.
I mean, that seems good.
So thank you.
Yeah.
That goes out.
Yep. Good call. And I kind of like my conform. Play up to 2 cards. A max of 1 can be an upgrade. It's basically the basic action. And it's too good to not do this. This is fun. So here we go. You know all those converts I had? So what's the current icon right now that we're in? It's half moon.
Oh, sorry. They would be.
Yeah, it's
my
half
turn
moon.
still. Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
half
half
moon.
moon. Yeah.
So the half moons are here, here, there, and there. Move up the 2 units from an adjacent area to your shaper area, or in an area adjacent to your shaper, then conform a conversion and resolve a conflict. Okay. You know what? So here. So we're going to move 2 in here. One of these convert. And we're going to have a conflict.
Seems like an unfair fight.
Which is the best kind. Oh, God. Oh, boy.
You just threw away the one that was the best combat card?
Oh, it totally was. Okay. That's okay. It's okay.
maybe
I can play up to 3 cards.
You can. You can throw 3 blocks at him, too. Really. Yeah, I figured you had them.
So, just on that note.
Because I had all the scratches, so I figured you had those.
So, here we go. There we go.
You got one.
So, I got my basic. And then I think I'll do that because that is...
You hope he doesn't have a block.
That is... Gonzalo is not going to develop, so I'm not going to be able to play that. That seems unlikely to happen. And so I think... I'm just going to play that. That's it. And then we're going to have some combat.
Pow.
He has 1. And nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Nobody dies. Nobody. One and one each.
He's
so
one strong dude.
But you win.
But I win. Move my dreamer to any night spot. Oh, that's helpful. Okay, good.
It is immediate or at the end of your turn?
Oh, it said now, so I'll figure that out in a minute before you take your turn. So that was 1 action or 1 card that I got. I realize this is taking a while. I apologize. And I think I will.
Oh, you can play 2 cards on
Yeah, I get to play 2. Yeah, that's the awesome develop. Move your shaper to any other area, and you can play another card. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really need them here. I'm going to go ahead and bring them there, because... better yet. You know what? We're going to bring them there, to any area. And then I can play another card, not an upgrade. I elect not to. I'm done. So that will now go there. I powered through a ton of cards, but I finally have a board presence. It was worth it.
You certainly did.
That was my conform.
Now I'll move to the darkness with the rest of you.
All right, and next action. Gonzalo.
Okay. Let me say in advance, this is nothing personal.
Bring it.
Yeah.
All good.
What's going to happen?
All right.
Well, actually, I can't do it because I am...
You can't maneuver.
adjacent.
Right. It's coming, though. Know that is coming.
It's coming.
Okay, all right.
But
My shaper does not fight.
I am going to summon...
Oh.
Yes?
Thank you. I apologize. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Rainer brings up a really good point. He has to retreat.
He does, and he has nowhere to go.
He can't go there.
Oh, so he dies?
He
Can't go here.
can't
Oh, it's
go
maxed.
there.
It's maxed.
It's maxed there. And those are his only 3 spots. He doesn't have anything here.
Yeah.
He's maxed, and there he dies.
Yeah, and there too. Yeah, can't go there.
Yeah. So good call. Thank you. I missed that. Good call. Yep.
No.
Gentle Gonzalo is about to wreak havoc. Next turn.
I'm going to summon... So, each area under your control produces 1. So, I have just 2 areas under my control.
Yep. Because again,
One here.
Shaper doesn't control, remember. Okay?
Oh, it's maxed.
So that's 1.
Each marked area produces 1, that it is this symbol.
Each area produce... Okay, so what do we got?
So this is maxed.
Purple?
You produce
get
1 there.
Mm-hmm.
There you
That's maxed, and I produce 1.
Yes. I receive 1 movement point.
Okay.
That it is going to be
All right.
this. and then perform a conversion
Oh.
with your shapers. That is going to be this.
Okay.
I didn't finish. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And then resolve one conflict.
All right, let's get it on. All right, where is it? It's either
Here or here?
there or there.
It's gonna be there.
All right, little
And you'll
PvP.
understand, as I said before, it's nothing personal.
All good.
Whatever you want.
Hold on. Here. There we go. So let's see. Gonzalo absorbs a hit, and Derek takes a hit. So, hey, we have our first casualty.
So sorry, buddy.
No, it's all right. He went.
good
to
news.
He went to the.
Now you got 3
limbo.
over in limbo, so that's not bad. All right. Now note, we don't play any of these, right? So there's no spoils of victory per se. That's it. And the benefit is now you get to be able to move up 1. And last thing, Gonzalo, before you do that, so Derek can plan for this.
Yes.
Remember, spending 3 in limbo counts for both icons. So you get to move it up there, quote unquote, for free, just spending those back to your supply. So that actually, it's almost advantageous to have lost that.
Yeah, this is the card I
Yep.
played. And the reason why I did this is because one of my dreams says, anytime win a battle against an opponent.
Sure.
we saw
Yeah,
it.
no, that totally makes sense. Yeah.
We knew you were coming.
And that's a cathedral.
Yes, it is.
All right, Cathedral.
All right, so now the cathedral comes out
Looks like you're gonna get a summon.
there. And the summon is going to be add a shadow to every empty area. I don't know that there are any. Check that. There is one. And also, I mean, while we're partying like that, as an anytime action, I control 5 areas as well. So that's going to be 2 points and 2 cathedral.
Ooh.
And
So we're gonna
that
get
means
into-
we're going into phase 2.
Oh my God.
This is fasting.
So, cathedral. That's 1. I get to advance. That is
Yeah.
Red, blue,
gray. No, it's gray.
just gray.
Get to advance on a gray, which, you know what? Getting closer to the free movement seems like a good thing. That's good there. And now,
Wow.
that comes out. All right, we're going into phase 2. So a moment while we reference the rule book for this. Okay. Here we go. So, add new decks. So shuffle the stage development cards into the deck without shuffling the discard pile. So if one of y'all, the 2s have come out. Shuffle all the stage 2 dream cards into the deck, then shuffle the dream card offer with the existing deck and draw 3. So in other words, these come out,
Okay.
that goes, and the 2s come out. Derek isn't the best at shuffling, so I got this. Then remove the stage 1 conflict cards from the game and exchange them for the new deck. So they just get harder
Oh.
to defeat. So they're just stronger. A moment while we shuffle.
Yes.
Once the final cathedral pieces come out, then the cathedral track flips over to the Devour side, and the nightmares come into play. All right, so dreams, new dreams.
Dreams.
All right, we got a level 2, so you can see that up there. Units. At the end of any player's turn, have 3 or more followers in at least 4 areas, or 3 points. Also, you're going to notice that the level 2s also don't have cathedral pieces, because the cathedral is essentially built at that point. At the end of any player's turn, have at least 2 level 3 forts in areas adjacent to the cathedral or to an opponent's fortress for 3 points, and a level 1, which is lose a battle against an opponent. There you go, and that's worth a point. So those are all done. That's it. So I did that on Gonzalo's or Derek? Yeah, Gonzalo's turn.
Yeah. Yep. Miss
Yeah,
someone.
he's here.
Okay, so that is, you get to draw cards, your
That's-
dream cards. So that actually kind of benefited you, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Now, actually, I'm discarding mine, so I'll get probably 2.
2, yes.
So
Yep.
then I'll play 3 more forwards and leave 4 areas and 2 level 3/4. Probably that is more likely to happen. Or I'll get the lose a battle.
The lose a battle one.
Yes.
Okay. And new one comes out.
That says anytime.
Anytime, devour at least 4 opponents, followers in a single turn. So, again, that happens once the nightmares come out. So, you get one more if you want, or you get a second one. Top deck, or
I'll get that one actually.
and command nightmares at least twice in a single turn when we get there. But you can only command each nightmare once. So there might be some sort of rule breaker that allows to do that. Okay.
I guess
So
you could go up on the.
yeah, exactly. Yep.
You have to go bring them both through.
End of turn effects. Now we get to conform, or I guess looking at it, descent. Derek?
I descent and I go up 1 gray.
Oh, okay. And I can go. Oh, I can't go up. Oh, that sucks. So descent for me is move up a gray. Derek's move up a gray. I can't.
Oh,
Oh, check that. I can. Sorry.
Yep.
3
I
points.
can't. That one. That'll be worth 3 points. So there's that.
Seems good.
And then move over. I mean, and that right there is why we do this to keep track of everything, right?
Yeah.
Of what's up.
Makes sense, yeah.
And so now it's my action. What the hell am I trying to do? I cannot maneuver and I cannot develop. So it's got to be on the top row. Summoning. The marked area is the tree. Cannot. I really don't want to summon. Here we go. We could ritual again. But I kind of want to wait until the nightmares come out. Fortifying, not terrible. But I wouldn't be able to maneuver the following turn. I could develop, which isn't terribly exciting. The next turn I'm thinking about.
Yeah, that's a good point. The combat cards are now Rainier saying that they may not be stronger, the shadows, but some of the rewards may involve devouring units.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do at this point. So I could produce here, but that would be it. That would be 4 units I would get on the board. It's not the end of the world with summoning. Yeah, all right. Let's not overthink it. So we'll summon. So each of my forts produces 2. So that's 2 there, 2 there. And each marked area produces 1, and that's trees.
Yes.
Nothing here. 1 baddie here. Nobody controls that, so nobody goes there. And Derek, you get 1. You get a unit. You get. You're like Oprah. So that's my summon for the dream cards. I have none, so I will choose to draw 2. Have 3 or more followers in 4 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're doing the summon?
Yeah, thanks. So I choose to draw that one. And another 2. Devour at least 3 shadows in a single turn. So I'll take mystery meat for the second one, which is that. That's not great for what it is I'm doing. Discard down. I only have 2 development cards. End of turn. At the end of any player's turn, have 3 or more followers in 4 areas. 3 points. I'll do that. Boom, done. Move me out. I'm done. And move the turn marker, please.
Okay, so...
I think
But we have to...
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally missed that on the... I apologize. Sorry. Conform and descent.
You first?
I cannot go up on this track, so I cannot descend. And
I could pick both because I was adjacent.
yeah, you're close.
But the problem is that I cannot descend. That is climbing 1 step, but it needs to be gray, so I can't.
We definitely seem... This is interesting that we have kind of hamstrung most of ourselves behind that barrier right there. Yeah.
I was set up here, but then all my followers are gone. I'll try to get it back at some point.
I'll confirm. That means one of my forts produces 2. Oh, 1. It needs to
Yeah,
be
one of them is 1. Yep. All right. So now I'm done, and now Derek, you're up.
All right.
I discarded my basic, didn't I? I did. 3 cards. All right.
So summoning doesn't really help me. Still chasing around you guys. Well, but no matter what I do, I'm kind of hanging out with you guys or hanging out. So, I think I'm just going to fortify.
Okay.
I cannot do the move maneuver, which I really badly need. Summoning doesn't help because I'm max out in all my positions. So yes, so fortify.
Keep in mind, real quick, if you do fortify, you're not going to be able to maneuver next turn either because you're going to be adjacent to it.
I know, but
okay, all right, cool.
If I go over here, it's kind of a dead turn too. I mean, I guess, I could throw them. I guess, yeah, I'll come over here.
I'm not trying to talk you into it, mind you. I just,
understand.
if you're dead set on wanting to maneuver.
Yeah, I mean, I need to maneuver. So, so we'll do performing a ritual, and I have the upgraded ritual, so I get to climb 1 step before I start, which I would like a blue step for free.
That kind of makes sense. And then you get 3 movement.
And then my movement, I will take 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
And then I will spend those people to move the followers that are currently in limbo to move to the next blue, and then it'll give me 3 more movement.
Oh, good call. Yep. So there you go. Yeah.
There's 1, 2, and then I think I'll leave that guy where he 3. I'll do that.
Okay. And they come back. The ones that were in limbo are no longer in limbo. Well done.
Longer.
That's really good 6 movement right there.
Okay. Yep. And then I can spend followers that are left in limbo, which I have 1 here.
In limbo?
In limbo.
Oh, sorry. But I could. Oh, I see. I can't spend the. But I could spend the.
No,
ones.
you can do your normal stuff.
Yeah. So I didn't do the normal one, which I want to. So I'm going to move 3 steps. 1, 2, 3.
With one of them, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
And you've done right, and you took your free one on the front end, right?
Yeah,
that's correct.
Okay. Man, that seemed not terrible.
Yeah, because that didn't. These guys just get put back into my. Yep, and that's it. That's the end, and you guys can now do your
dreams for you. Anything? Have a good night, Franny. Thanks for hanging out.
I do not have any of the dreams. Can I? Is one of these dreams better?
Devouring in nightmares for the 1st and 3rd, and then have at least 2 level 3 forts in areas adjacent to the cathedral, or adjacent to.
No, I'll stay with the ones I currently have. They're more doable.
Okay, end of turn stuff, and then we can conform.
Conform with the sand. So I cannot climb, so I'll produce in the. The only fortress that it can produce it is this. Yep. I could produce 2 if I could, but I can't. So it is just 1.
And I can climb on a gray step and produce in any one area, and that seems like better than drawing a card. So I will go ahead and jump up that track there. It's the only one I can, since I can't that, and produce in one area. Can't. There. Done. All right. And now you join us in the night spot.
Mm-hmm.
And Gonzalo, your honor.
Okay, I am maneuvering. I'm going to maneuver. I receive 4 movement points.
Yep. Here we
This is
go.
gonna be-
Go ahead.
No, it's not going to be there, actually.
Oh.
This is 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
okay, and this
Have a good night, Alyssa.
2, 3 combats right now, and
Yeah, James brings up a good point, Derek. By choosing the ritual, you got to do 6 maneuvering anyways,
Oh, yeah,
except
yeah.
for combat. So that
Yeah.
seemed pretty good.
Yeah, but now I don't need to maneuver anymore.
Right, but that's good though, right? Theoretically.
yeah.
Theoretically, yeah.
So I'm 4.
Yep.
Now I perform a conversion. This goes out.
Yep.
This goes in. And then resolve 3 conflicts. I'm gonna start with Derek's area.
Oh,
That
okay.
it also involves me, and I
Oh.
can just play
So
1 card.
there,
All right.
Derek can play 2. I think he wants to lose this one.
I don't know why you say that.
Yeah, I don't know why you say that either. I don't know why I would want to lose.
No, I think I'm saying Gonzalo wants to lose it.
Okay.
So hold on. Derek technically says how many he plays first.
A 2.
Okay. Go ahead. All right. 2 and 1. Go for it. All right. So they each lose 1.
Yep.
1 and
So
1.
both of them come out. Gonzalo lost.
I recover it. That is the basic
yep,
one.
I got you. Yep.
So
And shockingly, oh hey, look here.
anytime I
Yeah.
lose a battle against an opponent,
Yep. There you go.
no cathedral.
So that's 1 conflict. 2 more to go.
Yeah. The other one is going to be this guy.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be this card.
All right. Flip it.
Da-da-da. Okay, we tied.
Yeah, tie. So, you get to decide whether you won or lost it, depending on what it is you want to do.
Let me read what it is. Devour 1 follower from the conflict area to climb 1 step. Oh, I definitely I'll do that because
So-
it can be gray or blue.
Okay.
Can devour?
Here's an interesting
'Cause
question.
it's not open yet.
Can you devour?
Yeah, because his mouth isn't open yet.
Yeah, because the cathedral's not finished, so I don't know. Yeah, Rainer, help with that.
Meanwhile, I read what's going on
Yeah.
if I pick defeat. Add 1 shadow to each area with at least 1 shadow. Ooh,
Ooh.
I don't like that.
Ooh.
So
Put the shadow where?
Everywhere there is a shadow.
So I don't want
Right,
to.
yeah. Well, yeah, if you lose, plus...
He
so-
leaves. That shadow leaves when you win.
Right, exactly. So if you choose to win, I would argue that he has to bug out no matter what. It's just whether or not you get the victory thing, I would say. So he can't bug out there, and he can't bug out there, so he dies. Either way.
Yeah,
It's just whether or not you get the bonus is the question.
probably I don't because
I don't think you would,
Yeah.
but in case you do, you're going to get 3 movement. So you cannot devour yet, but it would simply be eliminated. All right, right. So we got it right.
That's fine. And this is gone.
Yep. So that's 2 conflicts. Where's
And
the
then
third
the
one?
third one, it's going to be here. Why not?
Okay. So there. Fair, and shadows aren't followers. That's a good point.
There we go.
Okay. He has 2,
Wow.
so he blocks 2. And that's it. So nothing happens, so now you choose.
I choose again.
Command a nightmare, which you can't, but you can draw a card. if you wish to win. If you lose, add a shadow to every area adjacent to the cathedral, which is, well, all 4 of those. So I assume you want to win?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's see. So this will go away. You get to draw a card.
Yep.
And then I think they both die. Not here and not there. They both die.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
All right. That's the 3 conflicts.
Yep. So, let me think about... Yeah, I am going to discard mine.
Yep.
I'm getting this for sure. And
we have another level 2, devour at least 5 followers. So right now, we have got to be able to play dreams that have...
Command Nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get those last 2 built.
Yeah.
Okay? And
Okay.
what's your second card that you're going to choose?
I'll get a Mystery Meat.
Yep. And 8 cards, you're good. Any end of turn or anytime stuff? I dissent and draw a card.
Yeah, I dissent.
Yeah.
Draw 2.
And then
Yay.
bug on over. And here we go. All right. Ritual track? I really kind of want to wait on. Do we develop? That's actually not too bad. If we did that. Nope. Ew. We could maneuver. I don't know that I want to. We could fortify. Now, I think we're going to go ahead and develop. So, move me over there.
Develop. I like that.
Well, I guess that's a positive, Paul. Sorry, that's the case. So we're going to develop. I'm going to go ahead and play my Fortify here, so it's easier to upgrade. And now I can have one area with 4. And we are at Half Moon.
We are at Half Moon.
Yes.
Okay, so this says eliminate a unit in a marked area, so in a Half Moon, if it's a shadow. So, oh, there are no shadow. Oh, God, there's not.
Not in Half Moons.
I don't care to do that, actually, in that case. So I'm just going to play the 1 card. Then draw a card. Not a terribly exciting action. Now we get it. Done. Dream cards. I have 1 in hand, and it's forts. It sucks. I don't want either one or any of those, so I'm just top decking both of them, hoping I have cathedral stuff. So here. Okay. Oh, sorry. There we go. Well, that's good for my next turn. And y'all can piggyback off of develop.
All right, well, I am far away, so I will do draw a card.
Wait, develop? Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
I could confirm, but I cannot play a card. And I don't
So
want
draw
to.
2 cards.
Okay. Yep.
Derek.
There we go.
All right.
Hey, Paul. Or, oh, hey. Morning from South Korea. What's up?
Oh, that's awesome.
Gerard, welcome.
All right.
That's Gerard.
Let's see. Can I do
Okay.
that? How many?
Not the name I would have expected. That's really awesome. That's cool.
Love it.
Okay. All right. So I am going to. I'm here, so I can't take these actions.
Yep.
I can fortify.
Fortify, maneuver, or develop.
I will develop.
Develop.
So
Huh.
first part of my turn, I will.
You're developing?
Yep. mhm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I know.
Derek, yeah, I know.
Let's see. Move. You guys need no help from me. Move 2 units from an adjacent. Actually, you know what? I will do this one first.
Okay.
One of your forts produces 1. Then produce in a marked area. So I can produce from my fort. So I will produce. I guess I'll produce here.
And then.
And then I can choose. It says any marked area, so that I just choose one area.
So no, one of the cow symbols,
Yeah,
cow
with the
heads.
symbol.
Oh, it has. Okay, so then I.
So there,
So I
there,
like
right?
to
Yeah, you
produce
get
that.
the idea.
And then I draw a card.
So
I mean,
I produce as well.
I think he does. What?
it
just
says
you.
1 marks area.
Okay, so he chooses one area. and-
Obviously.
well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh wow, this is even better. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna upgrade my summon because that just came.
Okay.
And that seems like
And no,
better than the card I was gonna play.
It's worth a point as well at the end of the game.
It is.
It's a level 2.
And then I will move to the dark.
Dreams.
Dreams first. Yep.
Dreams. I do not have. I'm not able to do the dreams on this turn.
You're keeping yours.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a little. I'm close.
All right, and now Gonzalo, for your develop.
Yep. Play 1 card. I am not. Draw 2 cards. I do draw 2 cards.
And marked area now is the cow skull. Yeah, yeah. So I have a bit of a conundrum. So I can play either of those. I can play. Actually, wait. I can play 2 cards. Never mind. I'll play them both. So it's a level 2 fortify. So, which is what I'm going to be doing next turn, I think. So there's that. And then eliminate a unit in the marked area if it was a shadow climb 1.
Oh wow, you can play an upgrade with those
You can
2
play an
cards.
upgrade?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
my level 1 develop doesn't suck right here. Play 2 cards, a maximum of 1 can be an upgrade.
So it's
Wow.
pretty much the action.
It's the exact basic action. It's
Yeah. That's my
ridiculous.
issue. Like,
No wonder why. No wonder why he's been gaining. Here.
Yeah, yes, I did. That's a really good card.
How am I
No
following
worries.
you guys around every single turn? Like I don't
So,
get it.
marked area
Uh-huh.
is here. We'll eliminate that. And when I do that, I can move up a gray or blue. I choose to move up that one. There you go. Done. That was my
That was good.
conform. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And now, end of his turn.
Okay, go here, and it is my turn.
It is.
That I am going actually to summon.
Summon. Okay.
Each area under your control produces 1. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 areas I control,
Yep.
and I can add, because they are not maxed, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I receive 1 movement. One.
Yep. I had a feeling this is coming.
Conversion. Oh, actually,
Uh huh.
I'll do this movement, and I convert that in one of mine,
You knew it was coming.
Yeah, I did. And let's get it
and then
on.
resolve the conflict. That is gonna happen.
Okay. All right. So.
2 and 2.
Yep. So neither of us controls it. So you being the active player, you break the tie. So you play first.
Yes.
First time you don't have a handful of cards.
Yep. I'm playing my basic.
Oops.
I got smoked. Hold on. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You're good.
There we go.
So 3. Yeah. So
What's that?
I died. I will leave, and he blocks mine. So my basic comes back. That's okay. And both those go away.
Yep. And as a winner, I just
You won. Congrats. Yep.
Yeah. And then resolve the conflict. I think that's it. I'm gonna have a look to my.
Dreams.
I'll discard 1. And devour, command, and devour. I'll get Mr. Mid.
Okay.
Okay, so now I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and as it's the end of the turn, I'm gonna play one of my dreams that it is end of the turn. That it says have 2 or more followers in at least 4 areas.
Oh, definitely checks out. Yep. And
yeah,
It's a piece.
the penultimate piece for
Yes.
the cathedral. There we go. One
Pretty.
more to go. All right. And now we can conform and dissent.
and I think
Oh, sorry. And thank
Shadows.
you. 1 shadow in empty areas.
there
Not empty
are
because
no
that's
empty
there.
areas.
So nope.
Okay.
All right. So mine, I cannot dissent or
I cannot
dissent,
either.
but I can't because blue, and same problem for you or no?
No, I have to devour somebody to move up the track.
All right. So done. And so move to the knight.
Yep. And then this goes here.
I have got to be able to maneuver. So I want to fortify because this is ridiculously good, my new fortify. Spend 3 followers to build 3 fort levels. That's just awesome. But I need to be able to maneuver. So maybe we ritual and say to hell with it, waiting on the nightmare. I think we are. We're going to go ahead and ritual.
Ritual?
All right, so produce in an area, and produce 1 in any area, and then draw a card. So produce 1, and looking at this, I need half moons, and I'm allowed 1 area to have 4 thanks to my fortify card. Draw a card, and start climbing. So before or after, at the end, I can start, and I will. Yeah. I'll start with that. I can move my shaper and convert. I choose not to move them, but I will convert one. So there. And that'll go there. And now I need a tree. Oh God, do I not have any trees? Back that up. I won't do that. Sorry. Take that back. Put him back. Instead, we will do this one. And that's going to be 3 movement. That's going to be, oy vey. Trees. I need 3 trees. Yeah. I'll do that for the 3 movement there that I got for this. 2 half moons are going to be these. And now I can move, now I can do that. There. A tree and a half moon. Tree, half moon. Double tree. That gives me 3 movement. So I have them. I don't have those. So I have 3 movement. 1, 2. Try that again. 1. I need 1 half moon. That's all the movement we're doing. So now that is going to cost 2 of them. That is going to be there. That is going to be there and there. Done.
You have in the limbo.
Yep, 3 guys in limbo. You could use it on a blue.
I mean, you can do it for the
I
blue one.
could, but you know what? Instead, I'm going to put those 2 back and use these to move that
makes
up.
sense.
So that's going to be 1 there and 1 there.
Okay.
And I stop there because Nightmare's not in play yet. There we go. All right, just showing the size. That's all. Same with that one up there. So that's my maneuver. Or, I'm sorry, my ritual. I apologize. Dreams. I'm keeping both of them because I think next turn I can do one, maybe both. End of turn, you guys can conform and descent.
Get 1 card.
Yeah, I'm adjacent. I'm still in the same issue that I cannot climb because it is
Up
only
against the
grace.
wall. Yep.
So I'll draw a card.
And that's me. Derek, you're up.
So you're going
Yeah,
out,
there you go.
and this goes here.
Believe it or not, we are actually pretty close to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Just this stall, I haven't seen yet. The fact that we haven't been able to do
It's me.
that.
It's me. I haven't been doing a dream. I'm getting stuck.
It happens.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I'm gonna go over here and fortify. I'm gonna spend 2 followers and get 2 fort levels.
Oh, that's cool. With 2
Well
flow
done.
followers?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's an upgrade.
Upgraded
Fortify,
one.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay.
And you guys can only descend because I've decided.
It's like, no!
Whatever
We're
action
done.
it was, it was
done.
not
All
helping
right.
you.
Dream cards.
No.
And all right. So wait, you fortified?
Yes, I did.
Can descent? Go ahead.
Well, I can build a level 2. So, I mean, I can build, spending 2 of my followers, I can build a 1 fort level in an area that is under my control. So,
You have a few.
I'll get rid of these guys.
And that's you.
I put it like this. And also, I draw 1 card.
Okay. I descent. I draw a card. Then I can spend 1 follower to build, or 0 or 1 follower to build 1 or 2 fort levels in any area under my control. So I will draw that. And I think I will spend 0 followers and build a level 1 right there because I need followers. Done. That's me. End of the action.
Next,
Yep.
it's me. I'm also going to fortify. I can do everywhere I control, right? I can fortify anywhere I control.
Yes.
I mean,
But only can build 1.
you can only build 1.
Like in one area.
Well, what's your action say?
Oh, yeah.
It says
sure.
spend 1 or 3 of your followers to build 1 or 2 fort levels in areas under your control.
Oh,
There you go.
areas.
So yeah, so you could spend 3 followers to build 2 fort levels, anywhere that you control.
But it needs to be just in 1 area.
no, it can
Okay.
be it mix and match.
I read it wrong.
Okay, so I can do, for instance,
Like you
1
could
here.
grab like 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, build a fort there, build a fort there, that type thing, right?
Yeah, but in the same, yeah, I can keep doing it, eliminating.
No, you can spend 3
Okay, makes
to
sense.
be able to build 2 fort levels.
Okay,
Those fort
okay.
levels can go, basically they can go
Yeah,
to any of
so-
those 5 spots.
1, well, actually, it's 1, 2, and 3.
Thanks, James, if I didn't say that already.
I build level 2
Okay,
here.
all right. Dream cards?
Dream cards. I don't want it. I'm from those. Devour. Come on, Nightmares. No,
Yeah.
I'll get 2 Mystery Meat.
And are you playing any?
Let me
of
have a
them?
look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm fine.
And Derek, oh, sorry, I apologize. I go first. I can only dissent. Again, draw a card. Spend 0/1 to build fort levels. Second verse, same as the first. I actually think, and we'll go ahead and put it out here. There. That's me.
All right, and I can conform, thank you, but I do not want to. I'd rather spend one of these guys and give me a fort, which will give me a fort here.
Okay. All right. And move.
And go out.
Final round. Although,
Yep.
if it goes that long, I've screwed up. Okay. So maneuvering. The problem is, can I do that
I'm fine with maneuvering.
to, I think I maneuver. I think so. Because I can't summon. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and maneuver. All right, maneuver. 4 movement points, then convert. In the Shapers area, so it's going to go 1. 2. Oh God, I did draw a bunch of cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
3 and 4. So convert. So that goes there. That'll go there. And now it's going to be 3 conflicts.
3.
Are there only these 2 on the board?
I think so.
Down here. I think so.
That one first?
No.
The big fight?
We'll start with this one. So we'll go there first. I can play 2 cards. I would like to win, for what it's worth.
Winning is good.
It doesn't suck.
It's more positive what end happens.
It is, right? So I will play those 2. And I don't think I'm going to win, but his is 2. So
You block 1.
I die, one of mine dies, and both of his die.
Yep.
So that's okay. So we win. Command a Nightmare. Yeah, it's not great, but I won. Yay. All right. So that was my basic that comes back. Bury that, if
Yep.
you will, please.
Face up, right?
Yeah. And then the second one is going to go right here. And we're going to play the basic. And I would prefer to not lose another unit. So I'll go there. It's a stalemate, so he has to bug out because we win. Command a Nightmare. I can't draw a card. That I can, though, at least. There. He'll bug out. I get to choose. Or actually, no, it has to be there.
Yes.
That goes away. That gets buried. And the good news for everybody watching at home is initiate 2 battles in 1 turn. Done. 2 points, and the final piece comes out. There we go. There's the cathedral. All right. So now the nightmares come into play. So
Want me to flip
first
this?
off, yeah, actually, go ahead, please. So now that the nightmare is, that's not terrifying. Hence the devour. Nice, nice. I didn't know we had animatronics. That's awesome. So I'm gonna put it just on this side so y'all can see them. So there you go. There's one of them. There's the other. Apologize, one of the pieces. Derek has done yeoman's work getting that in good shape. So thank you. Again, these are 3D sculpts. But here's what they do.
Some of them are pretty cool, though. I mean, they're
Command.
really nice.
Move exactly 2 spaces. You must devour a shadow or follower per area you move through or stop on unless the area is empty. For each devoured unit, climb 1 gray step on the ritual track. And notice the devoured unit end of the game trigger is 15 because it's a 3-player. And this one says move up to 3. In each area you can destroy a fort level. If the fort was yours, climb 2 steps in any combination on the ritual track. Okay.
Where does it start? In the center, so it can move out to any of those
Yes,
spaces?
any of the 4 adjacent spaces. So whenever you see command, you see those things, whatever. So that was my maneuver action.
Yep.
So those are all the conflicts that result or that are on the board.
Mm-hmm.
I played my anytime. Now I'm gonna keep 1, and now that we have the nightmares out there,
Yeah, that changes now.
so devour at least 3 shadows in a single turn.
These nightmares don't devour shadows, do they?
Let's see.
Yeah, 1 shadow.
Yeah. Move exactly 2. That's going to be hard to do 3. Devour at least 5 followers and or shadowers or shadows in a single turn. Command a nightmare at least twice in a single turn. Let's see. I know I can do 1 for sure. And nope. Mystery meat for the second card. That seems unlikely to happen. So that was not the best draw in the world. And now I don't have 8. End of turn, y'all. Go ahead and
You first.
confirm descent with
I will
maneuver.
do my confirm, which gives me, what does it do? Oh, sorry, produce 2 in areas I control, which is really good now because what I've currently set myself up for is 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. Better than summon. 2 here.
It is.
That better than a sharp stick in the eye. All right.
I like it when you guys are near me.
Right.
Makes my action so much better.
Gonzalo?
I'll actually I confirm as well, and I produce a total of 2 in areas under my control. So it is going to be here, and it is going to be here.
Okay.
That's 2.
Move my dreamer.
Yes.
And next
Goes
action.
here.
Derek, you're up.
All right.
Yes, destroying a fort level is pretty confrontational, for sure.
Let's do this here.
So you develop.
Let's. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh to myself. I will. I'm going to devour an opponent's follower.
Play him on your area.
Sorry.
There you go.
Oh, all right, great. I'm going to devour one opponent's area to build a fort level. So let's
Oh, God.
let's devour this guy right here.
Oh, no. 1 area or 1 follower?
Oh, opponent's follower. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So, okay. Just, yeah, boom. There you go. And remember, end of game points for most devoured. Okay?
All right, and then my second card, I'm going to move 2 units from an adjacent area to my shaper, to an adjacent area to my shaper, and then I perform a conversion in the shaper's area, and then resolve a conflict. So I'll move 2 over here, move the shaper into the area.
Is that what it is, or into the shaper's area?
Let me reread it again. Move 2 units from an area adjacent to your shaper.
Gotcha. Yep. You're good.
So adjacent to the shaper.
Yep.
Perform a conversion in the shaper's area, which I cannot currently.
Okay.
And then I can resolve conflict, which I'll resolve conflict here.
Okay.
There we go.
So is it 2 on 3? Because Gonzalo can play 3 because he has his fort there.
Okay. So.
Ready?
Yep.
4 attack, and Derek blocks 1.
3.
So everybody's dead. No, hold on. Wait. So
No.
Derek is going to lose both of these, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. And then Gonzalo loses all 4, including the fort levels. Because 1, 2,
Yep.
3, 4, they take damage.
I didn't expect that.
Okay. All right. So cards
went
are
out.
dead.
Cards are dead, even though I really wanted them. Goodbye, cards. Because
And basic.
Yes.
let's do first. So I have this anytime. Anytime, destroy 1 opponent fort level.
Checks out. Yep.
Would finish this, which
Right.
we already did. I was waiting on 3 points, and then wait. So that was any time, and then I would get
So,
another card.
Yeah. Now you get to draw cards, and or replace.
And it's Devour. What was the other nightmare?
You have them there.
Yeah. Command a nightmare at least twice. Devour 5 followers or shadows in a single turn. Devour 3 shadows in a single turn.
Let's go mystery meat. I'm not really sure if I can do those guys, but
There you go.
at the end of my turn, I will complete having 4 forts of any level, which I have 4 forts.
Yep.
Nice.
Level
That's it.
2, so it's going to give me 2 points and another piece to come out, which that didn't happen.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I was kind of holding on to those a little too long. And those go off, and then you guys can now do your
End of turn. Yeah. Gonzalo.
So I'm adjacent, so I could play a card
So I'll gain 1 more card.
from
Right?
here.
I gain 1 more card because I played the second one, and then I'd no.
It's after you drew the card.
Got it.
Right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I could play a card, but I am not. I'm gonna descend, so I'll draw 2 cards. I like the
Jess.
level 2 cards.
Yeah, so same. I could play up the 2 cards, one of which being an upgrade, but honestly, my cards kind of suck. So instead, I'm going to descent, draw 2 cards, and hope I get better cards. Okay. So.
Okay. So.
Oh shoot! Did I put?
It
you
was
there?
yeah. So you move here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
And next action. There you go.
Turn.
Gonzalo, go.
But I'm gonna be doing exactly the same. I'm gonna develop. Play up to 3 cards.
Up to 3 cards. One of which is a develop.
Yes.
Oh, really? All I have is basic combat in my hand. Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this. That's my first. Then my second card is going to be remove up to 2 of your followers from limbo.
Okay.
Oh.
For each of them, you may add 1 level to an existing fort.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice. And here you go. I'll
You get
take the
2,
other
3
one.
levels now.
Yep.
Very nice.
That's my second card played. Let's go discard it, and then let's try this. Why not? Devour 1 unit to command 1 nightmare. 1 nightmare.
Okay. All right. So devour 1 unit, or so up to you. Does it say
It doesn't
your
say it
unit?
needs to be mine, but it is cool being devoured at the end of the game, right?
There is that, right? Because points. Yes. All right.
Let's go there.
Way to sacrifice. And now the question is, which do you want to?
Yeah, let me have a look
Command.
again.
Yep.
So,
nice.
command, move
Devour to
exactly
control.
2. You must devour 1 shadow or 1 follower per area.
That shouldn't be a problem. Like, you
Are
should-
they adjacent to all those guys?
This
Okay.
is the only area. So right now, both of them are here in the cathedral for all intents and purposes. They're kind of hanging out inside here. So therefore, there, or there. So it could be yours.
It could be yours.
It'll be
If the devourer is right.
That's right. That's right. If
it'll be the nightmare.
Nice.
All good, Jess. Focus on what you need to do.
And then
Or which one?
the Nightmare.
Well, they're both Nightmare.
Oh yeah.
Aren't they?
So this guy.
Okay, that one. All right, here. All right, so,
It
Go for
says move up to 3.
yep.
In each area, you may destroy 1 fort level.
Yeah. And if you do, okay. So here, so I assume, well, go, and if it's your own, I assume it's going there, but I don't want to.
To destroy
reading.
my fort,
Keep reading.
If the fort was yours, climb 2 steps. Oh yes, you're right. Okay. So in each area, so one is going to be here,
Okay, so you destroy the fort 1 level.
1 level.
Oh, go ahead. I'm just moving this out of the way.
Yes.
Go ahead.
This is going out.
Yep.
So that allows me go
Go
Up.
ahead. Yeah, up 2
2 steps.
So 2 steps here, which, to be clear, 2 steps is 1, 3 movement, or a nightmare you can command, which it means you can command the other nightmare if you wish.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You could have gotten 2 nightmares in 1 turn.
And that is that one right there.
Now you just showed everybody how to do that.
Right.
I can take it later and do it. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Or theoretically, yeah, you can't command. You can only command a nightmare once per turn.
Yeah, you had a card in your hand, and then you got the
Yeah.
ability, so that gave you both of them.
Yeah, but I didn't reach yet my end of turn, so
Right.
before that I can
Yes.
grab my
yes.
card.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Okay. So
Nice.
that one. So let's finish this though.
Yeah.
Move up to 3. So in each area you can destroy a fort level. So what you could do is come around and wreak havoc. You cannot destroy that one.
Yeah.
Or you could come back over here, destroy one of
There's also
yours
one on this side.
to move up 2 more steps.
Oh, that's true. Because destroying him doesn't
It costs you a point for doing that, but I don't know if you. I don't know what your plan is here.
Yeah, the problem is that I cannot command another nightmare,
You get 3 movement.
but I got 3 movements. Yeah, I'll actually do that 1, 2. So
Okay.
those are 3 movements.
Yep.
I'll destroy this again.
So now you get.
Another 2 bumps.
I assume
Yes,
it's
that's-
1, 2,
that's
and now
correct.
you get 3 movement for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it is going to be 1, 2, 3.
Okay. So now this one is done,
Yes.
and he's hanging out in your fortress. That's where you want him. This one, hanging out up here, says
Oh,
move exactly 2.
Yes.
You must devour a shadow or a follower per area you move through or step on, unless the area is empty. For each devoured unit, climb 1 gray step on the ritual track. So, again, 8 points. If you were to go 1, 2, or 1, 2, depending on what direction you want to go, you get 2
probably-
of those, and then you would get 2 gray
But
steps.
probably it'll be better 1, 2.
Or that I welcome that because that puts me in second place.
Yes. And
Okay.
I'm still first, and that gives me I devour 2, so I get 2 bumps.
Yeah, it did for each devoured unit, regardless of whose it is.
Yes.
So, how do you want it?
2 of the same? Yeah.
Okay, so like that. Okay, no points there. There we go.
That's good.
So that was from playing your cards.
That
correct?
was from playing my cards. Correct. That was my 3rd card.
Yes, I believe.
Yes.
So yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 3 cards.
Yes.
Now you can discard any unwanted dream cards, aka discard 1 to be able to draw that, assuming you want to.
I will. Yeah. I am discarding this for sure.
Nightmare plot twist. Gleefully watching. Yep.
I'll get obviously this.
Uh-huh.
That it is immediately done.
Yep. And so just that completes.
But I am also.
Well, are you discarding the other one?
That's what I'm saying because
Because you don't get to see that you decide before.
Okay. Yeah. I want.
Okay.
I'll keep it. So I
That
just have
says,
one.
Win a battle without losing any follower or fort level. Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
And yeah.
That was awesome. That was cool. That was a good turn. All right. So you've discarded
And the last thing, yeah, is
development cards,
and then I draw a card. That's
and now we can piggyback. And this is develop.
I draw a card.
Where am I? Oh, I'm way over there. So that seems good. I can play up to 2 cards, one of which can be an upgrade. And which? I think we're gonna go ahead and summon. We'll get the summon one out, which does that. Y'all can read that bad boy. Don't really have a great second card to do. Yeah, all right. So therefore, I'll go ahead and do that. Produce 1 in your fortress, and then move that to any from my fortress to any of my forts and draw a card. So it's just 1, and then he can move anywhere, basically the front lines. There, done, and I get to draw a card for it. Okay, that's me. You already did yours. Boom, and next action. Yeah, I don't have enough followers out there, but we can go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and summon. You had the right idea.
Well, I mean, you had to go over there.
Yeah. Fair point. So each of my forts produces 3. My shaper produces 2.
wow.
This is going to help for the ritual. So 3.
Even though you maxed, I mean, can you overpass?
What do you mean?
You can you produce 3 here?
Well, yeah, 'cause I can have one spot with 4.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That'll be 3 there, and then the shaper produces 2.
That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah.
And but only one of the areas can have 4. There. Each marked area produces a shadow, and I draw a card. So draw, and where are we? We're at
Tree.
trees. So
Oh, trees.
1.
Oh.
Nope, maxed.
Here.
1 there. There you go. There you go. All right, that's me for my summon. For this now, I feel pretty confident. Summon at least 7. That was right in a single turn. So 2 points in Cathedral, but obviously not. And that was an anytime, and I'm going to discard that one. And this is devour at least 3 shadows. And those are really difficult given the nightmares that we have. So win a battle without, I think I can do that. So I will take that one as 1, and that redraws. Have 2 or more followers in at least 5 areas which are not adjacent to the cathedral. 1, 2, 3. Nope.
That's going to be, it's hard to do.
That is, I think I can do that though. I have confidence. So I'm going to try and do that one. And Climb at least 2 blue steps on the ritual track in a single turn. Yeah, I definitely could do that too. Oh well. So that's it. Discard down to 8, not a problem. And now y'all get to conform and descent.
All right.
we
Let's
have
see.
to
I am
descend those,
descending,
right?
so I can devour 1 unit and climb a step. So I'll devour a unit,
Okay.
and I'll climb. I'll do my top one.
This one?
Yep.
Right there.
And I also have to descend, that is climb 1 step gray on the ritual track. That one, yeah.
I assumed. All right. And I'm done. Next action.
Out. Derek.
It's me. Let's see. I need to move over to this other section. Let's see. Best way to score points would be. This card in my hand is not good. So
I noticed that. Like it kind of the background on the development cards, it kind of looks like it moves.
it does.
I don't know
totally.
if y'all have y'all been seeing
When
that?
you were
Looked
teaching,
awesome.
when you were teaching,
That
it
was pretty cool effect,
totally
right?
moving.
Yeah.
So I have enough to. So my summon is. Yeah, actually, I think I'll do summon. I'll do summon, and summon. Each one of my forts will produce 3. My shaper produces 2. But as you can see, I'm going to hit my limits on everything. So
And you're allowed to have 4 in one area. Remember.
3.
That's awesome. Well done
And
there.
I'll go 4 here. That guy there. And then I get each mark, and then it says each marked area produces 1 shadow. So that would be the tombstone would produce a shadow.
A shadow. Okay, I got. Let's see. 1 here, 1 here. I got these 2, and 1 there.
I'd
You
put it
already
in.
got it. Okay, cool.
And then now you guys can do your confirm and descent. Oh, sorry.
James.
I would like to get rid of this bad dream. And hopefully get a better
Would you
one.
like any of those, good sir?
No. I
Okay.
don't want any of those.
And you draw 2 of those
Yes.
1.
then? And take a look at them. You might be able to do something with them. End of turn. So now, Gonzalo.
I can do it.
Okay, what you got?
1 point. Have 3 follows in limbo. 3 follows are in limbo.
Checks out.
Nice.
That it?
That's it. Yep. that's
Okay,
it for now.
Gonzalo.
Yeah, I am not adjacent, so I'll descend. That it is climb another step. Yes. You got it.
Okay. I am. Let's see. So let's see. I haven't read these yet. 1 of your forts produces 2, then command a nightmare, or devour a unit to climb a gray step and produce 1.
Oh, sorry. Did I get I draw a card at the end of my turn.
Here we go.
I think I'll do the top one. 1 of my forts produces 2. No, it doesn't, but I command a nightmare, and I say no because I have dudes. And the nightmares move up to 3. Yeah, that's just too good. Yeah. Oh God, you're way over here.
That nightmare?
1,
Yes.
2, 3. Well, at least I would get 1 jump on that, which then allows me to. Yeah, that'll work. So we're going to command that nightmare, and it says if you would have the honor, move up to 3 in each area. You may destroy a fort level. If the fort was yours, climb 2 steps, gray or blue.
Oh.
1, 2.
Bye-bye.
And 3. Bye-bye. It wasn't worth anything anyways. And then command a nightmare and 9 points. So I'll command a nightmare, which is the other one. Move exactly 2. You must devour a shadow or follower per area that you stop on. For each devoured unit, climb a gray step. I cannot. So now we just get to kill stuff.
Well, you have your other one you can move.
What do you mean?
The name is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fair point.
yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah,
You're right. So 2 spots. And for each, climb 1 gray spot. you know what? We're just going to go 1 and kill that. No, we're not. We're going to go 1 and kill me, and 2 and kill me, or devour me, I should say.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Because, right?
Yep.
And for each one, move up gray steps. And so that's there and there. Done. That was a good conform.
Yep.
That was cool. And Derek, your conform?
It was his turn, actually.
Oh, it was your turn. I apologize.
I'm now going in the darkness.
So it'll be me now.
Yes.
The question is...
What would you like to do on this side?
Yeah, the thing is... Could I...
Oh, I guess technically, we essentially did it right. Thanks for the clarification on that, Rainer. Just wanted to make sure. So, good looking out.
I'm gonna be doing that. Yeah.
Okay, so what do I need?
I'll be performing a ritual.
You will.
Yes.
All right.
Draw 1 card and climb on the ritual track. As it says.
Right, and you can just go. So
I'm gonna be doing the first of all the free step in that one.
okay, so that is either control a nightmare or build a fort level.
A nightmare.
I assumed. Okay, so which one? The boosting up the steps, or this is destroying forts, and this is the one that's eating followers. Eating followers moves 2, destroying forts moves 3, but for every fort step of yours it destroys, you get 2 steps up.
Oh, I see.
No,
So
I'm gonna get this guy.
Okay,
This moves
so move 2.
1, 2.
Okay, and kill
This and this.
Ah!
This
Sorry.
and this.
There you go.
So 1 is mine.
Oh no, they
Oh
come
yeah,
here.
you're right. You're right.
Because that counts towards the
That's
total.
actually
right?
why I'm doing it.
Right. And for each devoured unit, which a unit I would argue is
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it is that too. It's not follower, it's unit.
Yes.
You get 2 gray steps. So I assume it
Yes.
that and probably that.
Yeah.
So that was here.
That was my first free.
That was your first freebie, and now you can start paying followers
Yeah.
to do other stuff or these. That was there, I think.
Yes.
So
Okay. There we go.
in order to move to the 5-point thing, I would need
2 cow skulls. 2 cow skulls.
One is this.
Ew, here, yeah. Folks haven't really seen this one yet. You can discard this card whenever you climb the ritual track. If you do, that's a cow skull.
And one is this.
Checks out. There. Good job.
And,
Any other? That is a double moon, and that allows you to move your shaper and convert one. Or
No,
a cow skull.
I'm fine like that.
Okay?
So I spend blah, 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 blah. That's it. That's the end of my
Now dreams.
turn. Nope. But I'll draw because I just have one. Let's see. Climb at least 2 blues. No. The Bauer at least 5. No.
2 blues? No.
I'll
2
get
blues is difficult
Mr.
to,
Mid.
Okay? And that was ritual. I can follow, climb a step, a gray one, and produce in any one area. Period. Which,
Seems good.
that seems really good because I desperately need there. And command a night. Produce in an area or draw a card. I will go ahead and go there, and then I can climb 1 step. It's a gray step, to be clear, which is there. Done.
Cool. Then I will move up 1 step, which being the highest one up, like 1 gray step, and then I get to draw a card.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, I cannot summon son of a. Okay. But we can maneuver. Could play cards. Give me 1 second. Sorry.
Oh, you're thinking about your next action?
Yeah, I'm up, right? Yeah.
It looks like you're up on the moon.
Yeah, this is going to be maneuver. For movement, convert 3. It's just the basic stuff. All right, for movement. So looking at this, at the ritual track, I'm, assuming people don't mess with me, which obviously could. What do we need? I need 3 trees, 3 gravestones, and 2 cow heads. So we have 2, and enough there. So I don't need a ton of movement. So I need, there's 3 movement, and I think I'm there, aren't I?
Uh-oh.
Nope. There. That's 2. 4, although he certainly could, no, he destroys forts. That's okay. That's what I need. That's 4. Resolve any conflicts. Okay, or up to 3. So
One here.
I do have one there.
2, 3.
Yeah.
There. And there. Yeah, a lot of...
There's a lot of options, and commanding nightmares and stuff seems good. So I think I'll start here. I don't have a ton of cards, though, as it were. I can play up to 3. Oh, I do get to convert my Shaper's area. Sorry. Never mind.
1 less conflict.
So we'll go here.
Oh, for your conflicts?
That is, yeah, win a battle without losing a follower or fort level. So we're going to make sure that we win this.
3 cards.
And we're not going to play that many. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. So that's going to be that. And I'm okay with that. I'll play that. That should defend myself enough. That is 1-1. So I block all his. And he blocks 1 of mine, but I hit for 2. So he dies. At the end of the turn, move my Dreamer anywhere. Draw a card. And win a battle without losing any follower or fort level. Done. So that's 1. One of those was the basic. So that's 1. Anybody in the mood to fight? Who has a ton of cards in your hands? I would love to be able to kill more shadow, but I have none. Do I want to power through card? No, y'all go ahead and do so. I'll let y'all both have a gimme. So go ahead, Derek. Go for it. So you're fighting there.
Oh, okay.
You got 5 cards to his 1.
Yeah, I have 4 cards in my hand, which I want to use for other things. on my
You could
turn.
just play your basic. You're going to win no matter what.
Well, yeah.
I didn't want to lose people.
Yeah.
All right. I guess it doesn't really matter, unless he blocks this 1 shot. But then he'll leave and he'll go over to the other spot.
Yeah, no, he dies.
Oh, he dies automatically. All right. Yeah,
No, he won't. He will go
Here.
Yep.
that's fine. Probably not fine. It's fine.
You each die.
1 and 1.
Yep.
All right, and you get devour up to 2 followers or shadows from a single area of your choice
Wow.
and draw a card. So the interesting thing here is you could tie for 2nd place, or he could tie for 2
I know.
from a single area, and you're going to get to draw a card. So there. From 2 from here.
That's what I was thinking.
Right.
But I don't know if is it better? We're pretty close to the end of the game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, this will be your last turn coming up.
Oh, it will be my last turn. Okay.
Likely.
Then I probably should toss. 2 guys.
Sorry. I started the game. You'll have 2 turns.
So I'll take 2 from here.
Okay. And you drew a card already.
Yep, already got my
By
card.
the way, that's 7, 10, 11, 15 triggers it also.
Yes.
So keep that in mind. So that one's done, and go ahead. You get one
Here we go. One there. So,
And for those at home, this is what he's fighting. There you go.
Where did you start a fight?
It's here for him.
Uh-oh.
And this is the third conflict.
1-on-1. So, oh man, I can just play one card.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah, you can see the spots that are blocked off for the peanut gallery watching. Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's clear. It's gonna be this.
Stalemate. All right, so you get to decide who wins.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, loser has to bug out. You could devour a follower to build a fort level in that conflict area if you want. Or add 2 shadows to every empty area, which is there. Yeah,
No, I'll do this.
for the fort. And he has to bug out, and I think he dies.
I think he does.
Yep, he can't go there, he can't go there. He did.
He did. Goodbye.
That's 3. And now,
Shadows.
I can draw a card. We're going to take Mystery Meat. Anytime, win 2 battles in a single turn. I only won 1, alas. So, end of my turn, discard down to 8 developments, not a problem. The end of my turn, have 2 or more followers in at least 5 areas that are not adjacent to the cathedral. Damn it, no, never mind.
So
You guys
4.
can piggyback.
You guys
we
4.
both descend.
Yeah, I draw 2 cards.
1, 2, and 1 for me. 1 for me. Okay, so you go here, and now Derek's turn.
Holy goodness. Okay. Maneuver seems good, but I think I can do a maneuver by not maneuvering. So let's go over to develop, and we'll do the. You're welcome. We'll do.
Thank you.
We're gonna do this upgrade for rituals, devouring rituals.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see if we can get to that next turn, and then.
Oh boy. You got it. Yep, yep.
I'm going to receive 2 movement points, and so I'll move 1, 2 into this
Okay.
space, and then resolve conflict.
You can't fight nightmares, to be clear.
Oh, I know. I can resolve 1 conflict anywhere.
Anywhere. Yeah. No,
I
just
control
was
that spot.
telling every-
Oh, yeah.
Nightmares are just like your shapers, essentially, right? Except they're they convert.
And I'm going to resolve the conflict anytime. Okay, so I can do this now. So I have area control of the 2 areas next to the cathedral.
Yep.
For 2 points.
Good job.
And let's do this part right here, which is resolving the conflict, which I think I'll fight this.
You cannot lose it by default.
I can't, but I have the great cards now in my hand, so yeah.
Here it is.
I'll do this one.
Okay.
1-on-1. So you don't kill him, and you absorb him. So
Yeah, so he has to
loses.
leave and he dies, because
So-
can't go and can't go.
Victory.
Goodbye. Devour up to 2 of my followers and add 1 level to any of my existing forts for each follower divided.
Devoured.
Devoured.
Yes. Yep. So if you want to kill off 2.
He wants.
Yes. 2.
So that is, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 triggers it.
And then I will get to add 1 level for each of the that I have devoured. So I get to add 2 levels.
What?
Yep. Add 1 level to any of your existing forts for every follower devoured.
So I probably should do it this way then. This one and this one.
And that was resolve 1 conflict for your card over there?
Yes, 1 conflict. And that was it for the. And then you guys, when I need to get some cards. So
Yep.
These 2 god cards I don't think work. But so I'll grab Mystery Meat 1 and then Mystery Meat 2. Oh.
Remember, you can complete them if you can complete them if they're any time or end of turn. And then Gonzalo, you can.
I can just descend that it is 2 cards, 1 and 2.
And I have 1 amazing card,
yes.
and the rest kind of eh.
So you're going to do it because I went here.
Yeah, right. So I can play up to 2 cards, right? 1 of which can be an upgrade. Well, that, climb 1 step, regardless of the color. I mean, that, which is then going to get me 2 followers, I believe.
I think so.
Yep,
In 1 area you control.
yep, which are my last 2.
Oh wow.
And
Is that peace?
yes. So I have plenty in that, so I need trees and these. So I need to go there. That gives me 1 buffer, and that gives me a 2nd buffer. There. Done. That's 1 card. 2nd card, I don't think there's really... I guess I could do... Yeah, all right. Here. Oh God, I missed this. That's it. I'm gonna play 1. Not playing. Yeah, that's it. I'm
You're
playing
not
1.
going to upgrade anything?
Yeah, they're upgraded. The ones that I can.
Okay.
So done.
Done?
That's it.
My turn.
Yep.
And they will open.
Really hurt not having an upgraded develop card all game.
It's gonna be, well, my is an
That's been
upgraded
pretty
one, so
sick,
play
for
up
sure.
to
Oh,
3
yeah.
cards. A maximum of 2 of these may be upgrades, and then I draw 1 card. So I'm gonna just play 1 upgrade. That is gonna be the 45.
Yep.
Anytime, have at least 2 level 2 upgrades. 1 level 2 upgrade, 2 level 2 upgrades.
Well done.
That's 1 card. 2nd card. Is going to be this that says climb 1 gray step in the ritual track. That is gonna the only
So
one.
it's got to be this one
Yeah.
because the other one.
But
is
then
gray.
I made this card 2 cards to climb 1 step that it can be blue or
Yep.
and it's gonna be blue.
All right,
And I'm
so
gonna
gonna discard 2.
discard
Move your shaper and convert.
these 2.
I got you.
Upgrades. And what gives me? What is
You can move your shaper and convert, or not, and just convert one of mine if that's
It is
your thing.
whatever I want because I don't see the arrow. Probably is.
It's plus.
Yeah, but what I mean that it is not So I can whatever I want. If it
That's actually a really fair point. That's a good question.
because
I
in
will
the-
double check that.
in the track it used to say 1 arrow or 2.
yeah,
You
yeah.
have 1 or 2 movements.
Yeah, just like it does here on the
Yes.
third
So
level.
probably that means
Anywhere?
whatever you want. I don't know.
I think that might be a fair statement. Oh, there it is. You may move your shaper to an adjacent area.
Okay.
And then you can perform a conversion.
Okay. So adjacent. Oh boy. Let's do here.
That was unkind.
Sorry.
I don't think
Sorry.
it means what you think it means. No, I'm
Sorry,
okay.
you're gonna win.
I'm not complaining.
And then my third card. I am.
You got your cards ready for your devour.
Oh yeah, I actually I think I draw 2 cards honestly, because
You can't play all those cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna be playing.
actually I don't have anything
This-
to really do with them.
That says, resolve the following effect up to 3 times. Remove 1 level from one of your forts to add to 1 level to another of your forts.
Okay.
And then after resolving these effects, draw 1 card. I'm gonna be doing it just once.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's smart. There you go. Yeah. Okay.
Gain a point.
Yep.
And anything.
And then draw a card,
and then
right?
Yeah. Come on.
It'll get there. Or put it on the bottom one.
Yes.
Yep. There it goes.
And draw 1 card.
Yep. And that's the third one.
And that's the third one. Sorry, you get it.
Oh, good.
And I'll keep this. And then I'll. It is gray or blue?
Blue.
It's blue. Yeah. I'll get this.
And now we can follow, conform or dissent. I play 2 cards.
yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
I'll do this because it's at the end of the turn, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm already at the end of it.
Yep.
So at the end of any player's turn, have at least 1 level 3 fort. That's what I did there.
Okay. Done.
Now, yes.
I can conform to play 2 cards, but no, I'm gonna draw 2 cards instead, which is kind of moot, but we'll see.
I'll play 1 card. I will play Devour a unit to command a Nightmare. So I will devour this unit over here, which gets us closer to that quota.
It does. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Yeah,
Wow.
and I will win over there.
As of right now. But yes, you are correct.
Well, you can't put more than 1 in.
He can. I'm
can?
assuming that you trigger
Well,
the
it
end of the
depends.
game.
If you trigger the end of the game now.
Oh, I'd have to trigger the end of the game now. I see.
Hold on. If you trigger the end
You
of the
can
game,
go over the quarter.
Yes.
I don't get a turn. The game ends. If you can trigger it, that's what Rainer was saying, because it ends on even number of turns. I started the game, so if you
Yeah, because I'm gonna devour.
oh, that's awesome.
So it's gonna end right
Glory
now.
to Rome, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
Ah. All right, do it. Go for it. So you're commanding this one,
That's right.
which you can move to, which is that one.
That's correct. And I probably want to devour my own. I guess it doesn't really matter. I could go over here and
Well-
devour this one.
Which, if you can devour 2 of the shadow, that hurts me.
I cannot take. I
Okay.
can devour 1 shadow.
Well, you go 1 there, 1 there, but
That's it.
yeah,
That's
yep.
it. So we'll do that.
Oh,
over
that's
here.
awesome.
There you go.
And so there we go. That's
And then what did
7,
I get
8,
for
9,
that?
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
For each
16.
devoured unit, I climb 1 gray strip, right? So
Yep. And you are purple
yeah, so I'll get 1 point.
and goes there. All right. So that triggered because of that. So
Mouth.
because 15. So the game ends. If it's triggered on turn marker, game ends immediately. Otherwise, keep playing until all players have had an equal number of turns. Then end the game. that happened. That's awesome. That was cool. All right, here we go. Final scoring. So, ritual track. Grab a... All right.
You got a pen?
Yeah, here, I got it. And I got... here we go. I got a notepad. All right, so we got Derek, Gonzalo,
It's not going to be good.
and me. So, ritual. Here we go. So, blue. So, no, we'll start with Derek. So, purple,
2 points.
2 points.
I'm winning.
Gonzalo is 5,
Six.
6, 9, 10. Then Forts.
Two.
I get
Yep.
1. Okay, go ahead.
2.
Because that is that. Okay, so 2 for Gonzalo. Derek,
2, 2, and 1 for 5.
well done. Devoured units. So now, first, second, third, fourth. So we got Derek. So here, let's move that over. Derek with 8.
Gonzalo with 5.
Yep, Gonzalo with 5. Yours truly at 3. So the game did not factor in on that. Upgrades.
2.
2 for Derek
2 for Gonzalo.
and 2 there. And then dreams.
$14.
That was a good comeback because you had stalled there for a longest time.
Yeah.
Gonzalo?
15.
And I got 19.
It's also about learning the game to understand how it ebbs and flows.
Yes, 100%.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not intuitive because it's very different than most area control
14,
games.
16, 18, 26, 31. Leader in the clubhouse. Gonzalo, 20, 30. And 20, 35. So I didn't
Wow.
run away.
I guess-
Well, because you ended it before I got up here, which
Well,
certainly helped.
And
So
I gave myself points.
yeah, right? Is my math right?
Also counts
35.
for the upgrade. You also those are the only thing you count for the upgrade.
Yep,
And-
yep, that's fine.
Okay, so there you go. Hashtag bad teacher. But I thought it was pretty more competitive than all of us thought it was going to be.
It was a really close game.
Yeah, it really was. So, ran a little long tonight. Sorry about that. It stalled. It's going to happen sometimes.
Well, and also the piggybacking actions, can take a little bit more time.
Plus streaming it. Two things.
You were explaining everything on every turn.
Was I every turn?
Yeah, it's
I guess,
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We were enjoying it.
All right.
So it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy it a lot.
So I was gonna show the minis real quick
Yeah.
here.
You want me to put them this way?
Yeah, I was. Here. Actually, we'll do it where the cathedral is. All right. So
Where's the face? Oh,
so
yeah.
y'all
So
can
cool.
see it, right?
So, want to bring this guy?
All right. All right.
I love this guy. This guy is like super cool. Oh, you can lay him down.
That's all.
They're creepy as hell.
They are all there's some really funky sculpts. Like this one right here is like a spider, but the spider has.
I guess I did do that. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a little tail.
These guys are real bad, man. These guys go in, they just devour everything. So they basically just walk in and kill everybody in the area. The nightmares are actually pretty different for each one, and we chose 2 that were
Ritual
specifically
specific, yes.
Yeah.
So move up 3, devour units. Move up to 3, convert. When nightmares in play, all units eliminated in conflicts are devoured instead of putting in limbo. So a lot of fighting, then they go quick.
Yes.
Move 3, you devour units. If you devour discard cards or draw cards, these guys
That's the guys.
devour all units
Yeah,
in the
just
current area,
so-
and that just hoovers them up like a vacuum.
Yeah.
Move 3, you devour In each unit devoured, you can place followers in the current area. And that one is move 3 and ritual stuff as
cool.
well.
Look at see the face in that one. That's this guy right here.
Oh.
It's like there's lips and a face.
Oh, yeah.
around it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So gorgeous.
There you go.
It's fantastic.
All right. So what determines the nightmares? There's suggested stuff in the rule book.
You choose ahead
for
of
that.
time.
You can choose a pair of them, or if you're feeling crafty,
You want to mix and match?
just randomly throw
They
them
do
out.
change how the game ends, though.
Yeah.
They are caters to you and what you want.
It really does. So there you go. Yeah, player choice, random drawer, pick a suggested set. Exactly. Curious if playtests have winning without track focus. For small sample size, but
I didn't do any. If I would have just gotten a few more God cards, I would have been right in the mix with the. And I didn't think I was.
yeah, my previous game, we pretty much ignored the ritual track until we saw, you could run up a bunch, but we didn't make it past the 5-point mark.
We did heavy
Right.
our first game with Dan, and we really were pushing on that track and really trying to score a lot of points to the not looking at the God cards. So it's important to,
The dream cards,
dream
and
cards, yeah.
we focused on dream cards and devouring,
Yeah.
and less on the ritual. So yeah, there you go. All right, well there you go. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Thanks Rainer, thanks all of y'all for watching. Thanks to everybody over in Board and Dice for supporting the show, sponsoring it. Go check it out if you think this is a good fit for your game group. And again, sorry I over-explained a little bit on that stream. That wasn't intentional. But yeah, I should have just pop.
No,
So,
fine. It's good.
apologies.
That's how people learn.
yeah, but it was a little excessive tonight in hindsight, so my bad. I blame it on the solo streams. When you're here talking by yourself,
And you got one coming up.
You could tell me, hey, shut it
Why?
up.
No.
So
Come on.
Anyway,
It gives me time to think. Because you kept giving me cards every single turn. So I was like, I had to look at these cards really quickly before I
point.
took my turn.
so yeah, hey, there you go. Obviously we enjoyed it, but go check it out over on GameFound if y'all are interested, if you think it's a good match for you and your game group. Like, subscribe, consider supporting the show if you find value in what it is we do. Go over to patreon.com/HCHQ. Today is Tuesday?
It is.
So patron only. I'm cooking tomorrow. So patrons behind the scenes stuff. If you want to watch that at noon. Support the show. And then Friday we have a double feature.
Ooh, I like
So we have Arc Nova solo on Friday, and then we have Power Grid.
Yeah, Power Grid's
Friday
going
night.
to knock over in one day. Something.
I don't know who chose that. So
Sounds like a good game day, though.
cool. Yep, there you go. Thanks for the link, Rainer. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
Good night.
I'm Edward.
I'm Derek and Thumbs.
Gonzalo.
Martin may not be here, but we still need your thumbs.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good night. Creepypasta meanies. Yes. That was fun. I
was
can't believe
fun.
I talked way too much. I'm sorry.
No.
I'm not sure.
Some things needed explanation on how you were building your combos.
Yeah, but